All right, good evening, everyone. We welcome you to beautiful Warhorse Stadium for tonight's District 15 4A Division II district football game between the Devine Warhorses and the Bandera High School Bulldogs. I'm Jim Sessions, as always, joined by broadcast partner Gary Schmidt. And Schmitty, you know, we've said this the last two times, but this is a big district game coming up for the Horses.
You know, it's funny you say that, Jimbo, because when we talk to Coach Gomez tonight, you're going to hear that exact statement about every football game that they play. If they want to have a chance for a gold ball,
absolutely.
You know, you lost that first game, there's always a shot out there, and yes, you're right. It is a big football game. And I tell you what, it's a better Bandera team than people think coming in here tonight.
Much improved from last season. Of course, new coaching staff in Bandera last year, year two under their system, and you can definitely see the improvement that staff and those kids have made.
That's the truth. That's the truth. I tell you what, long time during that game last week, they had Carrizo last week. They went a long time without allowing Carrizo to score. Now, you know, does Carrizo a little, you know, down because the emotional high they had with coming off the Warhorse win?
Absolutely, right.
Or is Bandera that good, or some combination of the two? Now, with that being said, we've just come off two really big emotional games.
Absolutely.
So, you know, where are we mentally? And we talk about that later on.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to a good game tonight. We are here for pregame show. Our pregame, as always, brought to you by Brown Chevrolet. Warhorse Football pregame show brought to you by Brown Chevrolet. Stop by, visit with the good folks at Brown. They might not have it on the lot. They said they will search for it and try to find what you're looking for.
I'm still waiting for a call from Rich about that 2500 diesel, Rich.
We're going to have to talk to him about that. Again, we're here at beautiful Warhorse Stadium. We've got our roaming camera guy, Lorenzo, out on the field again. We've got Matt Balderrama back on the main camera, so we're back to full strength here, Schmitty.
We are. It's going to be exciting. We're going to get that Lorenzo in the helmet cam. We're going to get the Lorenzo in the end zone cam, and there's no telling where Lorenzo's going to end up. But we love it. That is such an awesome addition, is having Lorenzo and Matthew be here and help us out like this. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. Warhorse Band getting warmed up there, prepping for tonight's festivities, as are we. We're going to step away real fast. We'll be back in a minute. Glad you've joined us here on YouTube tonight. This is Warhorse Football. Brown Chevrolet proudly supports Warhorse and Arabian Athletics as this year's lead sponsor for DHS Broadcasting. Located just off I-35 in Devine, Brown Chevrolet is your stop for all things Chevrolet in South Texas. Can't find the vehicle you're looking for on the lot? Call the sales experts at Brown and let them find it for you. Serving the South Texas area for over 50 years, Brown Chevrolet knows how to provide our guests with an excellent car buying experience. Give us a call, 830-665-4435, or visit online at brownchevrolet.com.
Security State Bank is a proud sponsor of this year's Warhorse football broadcast. Security State Bank has served 7 locations around South Texas since 1925. Located in Pearsall, Pleasanton, Devine, Natalia, and now Cashville, Security State Bank's hours of business varies from location to location. Please visit our website, www.securitystbk.com, or call us at 830-663-2801 to check on a location nearest to you. Security State Bank, serving South Texas.
Back here at Warhorse Stadium, another shot there, Warhorse Band. Hey, some interesting news coming from the Warhorse Band.
That is Division I winning Warhorse Band moving on to the next round. I just talked to Mr. Miller down on the field, and maybe that's who I should have done an interview with.
Hey.
Talk to Mr. Miller, and it's not tomorrow, not this Saturday, but Saturday a week. They'll be heading to the Corpus area.
Yeah, I think they go to Cal Island High School to perform there. Got a little bit better draw than the last time they went down there. Remember the last time they had an early morning performance time. Had to leave the football game the night before
to get down there. That's right.
But this time I think it's an afternoon draw. They're looking forward to that and getting to advance to the area competition.
Absolutely, and we want to say congratulations to Mr. Miller and this hard-working band. You know, he put out an email to all the teachers, and I'm sure you're going to see it in the paper, but just throw a little out there at you. You got a huge freshman group. You got a sophomore class that didn't get to march in competition because of the COVID.
Absolutely.
So he was basically starting with 2 rookie groups, and he's gone out. He's got Division I's. He's moving on. He and his staff just doing a fantastic job.
Year in, year out, the Warhorse Band has just been fantastic, and it's always fun for us to bring a little bit of that to you at halftime, and hopefully we can get Lorenzo down there. We're working on getting some audio on his camera, so we might pick up some things. We've got all kinds of fun in store tonight. Of course, we've got a great football game coming up. We've got 2 5-2 teams, both 1-1 in district play. So as we were mentioning earlier, really big. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Let's do a quick recap, though. Last week, pretty big win for the Warhorses. They went across the creek and got the dub against the Hondo Owls.
I tell you what, going on the road, that emotional game like that, in a hostile environment as it is, you know, just like we would hope it would be when somebody comes in here. We're hoping the fans come and bring that kind of energy tonight. But the Horses just did so many good things, you know, defensively, offensively, and outstanding defensive game plan where they because Hondo has a good, potent offense, but our defense shut them down, allowed only 14 points, kept them out of the end zone. And Jim, we talked about it last week. We've kind of talked about the gold ball, and I had people out there maybe saying, hey, what do you keep talking about this gold ball because you lost game one? Well, you know, if Hondo gets a win down in Carrizo Springs and we hold suit and win all the way out and, you know, Hondo wins out, Carrizo just loses that game to Hondo, we could be in a 3-way tie. And then it comes down to those positive points, and that 17 points that we won by become a huge factor in who gets to rep as the first place team and get that coveted first spot
Absolutely.
As they move on in the playoffs.
Yeah, we talked about a little bit last week where we had the 3-way tie, Devine, Carrizo, Hondo one year, came down to positive points, and Carrizo ended up, or Crystal, I'm sorry,
Devine,
yes,
Crystal.
Yeah, and Crystal ended up being the number 1 seed due to positive points there, and that's going to be very important. And I was thinking it was just kind of between the teams that are going to be tied, but it could end up being against the entire district. So every game on out, it's important to get the W, obviously, and if you can get that W by 17 points.
And 17's the max. It's to keep the scores from being run up and getting crazy. But 17 is the magic number for those of y'all that are keeping score at home.
Yes, absolutely. And for those of y'all that are at home keeping score, we appreciate you tuning in and watching us. We had a gentleman from the Bandera Prophet. This was Chris Darius come by. He was a digital guy, does a digital newspaper there for Bandera. And he said, hey, I'll tweet it out, so maybe we'll get some Bandera fans tonight as well.
There you go. That'd be awesome. We'd love to have them. You know, we try to we support our team, but we try to be, you know, neutral and cheering for the other team because those kids are working hard too, just like our kids are. You know, they got good kids in all these surrounding towns. And
that's the beautiful thing about this, where we're all the same size. The communities are very similar. The people that work at those communities are very similar. The kids that attend the schools are very similar. And like you said, hard work is hard work, whether it's in Devine High School, Bandera High School, wherever it may be. So,
and that's an interesting comment, Jimbo. The same size. You know, in football they get split. You have a Division I and Division II, small school, big school, however you want to say it. And they don't do that in the other sports. And as a result, you know, we as Devine maybe are just into the 4A number, but we may be somebody that's just maybe 5 kids below the 5A number. And it makes it tough for your basketball girls, Coach Eads, you know, and basically all the rest of the sports to compete. Now, I got to say, we do a fantastic job, as are you guys. You've done a fantastic job getting a regional tournament. You know, Coach McIver doing a fantastic job getting the regional tournament 3 rounds deep.
Sure.
Coach Villa and on. But you are competing against much larger populations.
Yeah, they do it on size for football. I get that, you know, because of your backups and things like that. But, you know, when you're looking at a baseball team, a softball team, a basketball team, you're looking at 10, 15 kids. And, you know, out of 500 compared to out of 1,200, that's a pretty significant difference. But that's what we're dealt with. That's what we do. We go. We have been fortunate enough to get there. And, you know, we're going to go compete the best that we can. See how it goes. I know that's going to happen tonight on this field, as I think both the Warhorses and the Bulldogs will be out there competing.
And I tell you what, yeah, that's a great segue right there, Jimbo. I think we ought to jump into the Coach Gomez interview and listen to him talk about his Warhorse competing.
Absolutely. Here is the Devine Warhorse head coach, Coach Paul Gomez.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Down on the field with head coach Paul Gomez. Coach, hey, great win and a great rebound from the week before. In that Hondo game, your team did some great things. Give us a little recap in your eyes what you guys did, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was good. You know, we were worried about emotionally being drained after that Carrizo game, that good game that we had, and being Hondo. You know, it's just we needed the game. We needed it, and we told the guys this is something we needed. We want to really concentrate on getting a goal ball and still having a chance to, to be involved in the district championship race. We needed to get that one. And the boys went out there, played hard. You know, we made some mistakes, but we covered it up. So I tell the kids, we covered it up with effort. And a lot of times, you're always going to make mistakes. You strive to be perfect, but you're not ever going to be perfect. We had great effort on Friday, and the kids believed in what we were doing defensively, offensively. You know, it's probably our best defensive game aside the screen that they take to the house. It was a couple of guys not being in the right place. But then after that, you know, they were focused and we played really good defensively. You know, offensively, we executed. We did a good job. You know, Brady went off, you know, and he had a really good game, and we needed that from him. You know, I told him on Monday we needed that. Wow. You know, and with Ethan running good and all the rest of those running backs, you know, Dubos, and we just had an all-around good ball game.
Total team effort.
Yes.
And, you know, you've talked to me several times about the effort. The effort makes up for a lot of ills.
Yeah,
it certainly does. Okay, Coach. Hey, we're 8 weeks into the season. It's been a long season. You've had 2 really emotional weeks. What's the, overall health of your team right now as we kind of get into this stretch run here?
We're probably about as healthy as we can ask for. You know, I mean, we got our bumps and bruises and stuff like that, but, you know, we've been fortunate, to stay pretty healthy, and we're hoping that just stays that way.
That's right. I hope I shouldn't have asked that question. Yeah. All right, Coach. Business at hand. We got Bandera coming in. They're probably going to be hungry for a win. Like you said, you got to get some of these wins. You can't lose a game. So what are we going to see from Bandera tonight?
Well, you know, Bandera had Carrizo 6-0 for about 3 quarters. You know, and they're a good ball club, much improved ball club. You know, they got a quarterback that's very mobile. He does a good job of running the ball, especially in passing situations. Guys aren't open. He takes it upon himself, and he's really hard to tackle. So we're going to have to really try to keep him contained and do our job defensively there. They got some good running backs, both of them about the same, good athletes, you know, run the ball well, run hard runners, and they got some big, tall receivers. You know, like always, Bandera's always had big,
they always have big kids, that's right.
So, I mean, it's definitely going to be a task for us, you know, but, you know, that's what they give us, you know, offensively. Defensively, you know, they got a good defensive ball club that really put it to Carrizo. I mean, they were on Carrizo's side of the ball a lot. You know, Carrizo has a very good offense. So, I mean, it was just, you know, they played really hard. They did some good things, and, you know, we just got to come out and match that effort.
Well, Coach, and it's district, so there's no letdown in any game. You got to just keep fighting.
Well, that's what we tell them. We told the kids we told the kids Friday after the Hondo game, you know, every game we got to treat it like a playoff game, because it is. If we want a chance to even be considered district champs, to get a chance there, an opportunity, we got to win out. So every game is a playoff game for us.
That's right. Coach, let's go get a playoff win tonight.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate
Good luck.
Great interview there with Coach Gomez, Coach Schmidt, and I love some of the things he talked about there, and getting out and competing, definitely going to be a key for tonight. What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Yeah, you're exactly right, Jimbo. You know, it's like he said, and we talk about this all the time. You're not ever going to run the perfect game. You're going to have mistakes, but when you are hustling and your team is hustling and out hustling the other team, sometimes those mistakes, while you might find them on film, they're not going to hurt you as bad. You know, he talked about not getting lined up one time, and we got gashed for a big play, but we got gashed for one big play.
Correct.
And not multiple, because made the correction, we out hustled, we outworked, and we got back in there. So, you know, you and I have talked about the hustle factor on and on and on. And when you get the kids to buy into that hustle factor, it just changes the dynamic of what you're doing out there.
Absolutely, and that's what we want to look for. Well, I know you get to go down to the field, you get to bounce around. I guess the next one we talked to was Coach
Villa. Talked about that defense, and my goodness, Jimbo, did they do a great job of getting lined up properly, trusting their keys, reading their keys, trusting their keys. Let's hear what he has to say.
Here is our interview with defensive coordinator George Villa.
Down on the field with defensive coordinator George Villa. Hey, Coach, man, your defense did a fantastic job, outstanding job holding Hondo last week. Y'all got a huge emotional win. Just tell us a little bit about what you saw that really worked well for y'all's defense.
Well, we had seen some tendencies that kind of matched our reads. So I told our secondary guys and our linebackers that if they just got lined up, trusted what we told them to read, the ball was going to get there, and it held true. We added a little wrinkle, did a little odd man front just to kind of give them a little change up in it, and it played out well for us. Our kids were very aggressive. We told them that running back was going to run hard, and they were going to get the ball to him as much as possible, which they did, and we rose up to the challenge, and we made the stops when we needed to.
And that's what it's all about. Sometimes, they're going to make plays. You're not going to stop everybody all the time. We watch that on the weekends and in the NFL, but you just got to make the play when you need to make the play. All right, so we're deep into the season now. This is the third district game, 2 more after this. What are we seeing on film about the growth of our team, your defense, and how they're coming together?
Oh, it's just our reads are a lot faster. We just look like we're comfortable doing what we're doing, and that's huge to a defense because it's like I told them today in our pregame meeting. Doesn't matter what set they give us, we've seen it all. You should not hesitate to get us lined up, know what your reads are to whatever set they give us, and we should be able to fly to the football.
Well, and yeah, I'm guessing that's a little confidence, right? Every game is a little more confident. Hey, I did this right, this right, this right.
Right.
So, okay, on to the business at hand right here. Bandera's coming in here. I'm sure they're going to be hungry for a win. They played a tough game last week against Carrizo. What are they going to do to attack your defense tonight?
Absolutely. There's the sets that they're going to get into are very similar to what you saw against Hondo. They are a little bit different in that they're not just going to go to one guy to try to make the big play from. They have a quarterback that's a good runner. They also have a running back that's a very strong runner. Their quarterback does a good job of if it's a passing down and it's not there, he's going to tuck and run and try to get what he can. And that's our biggest concern tonight is make sure that we maintain that quarterback when it's a passing down and that they don't get an easy first down because we drop too far in our coverages or get our eyes off our or the guy that's spying him gets his eyes off of him.
Right, you got to keep that contained out there and not let him get on the edges. Hey, Coach, let's go get a win tonight. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, back here at Warhorse Stadium, and Coach Villa, he's always on the ball. He's got plenty that he's got to prep for. But I love the fact that he said, hey, by this time of the season, we've pretty much seen what we're going to see. We've seen it all. Let's trust what we see and go get it. And, as always, dynamic quarterback on the other side of the ball. Bandera looking to throw it some, but this guy will also pull it down and look to scramble a little bit.
Absolutely. So, reading your keys and trusting your keys is going to be paramount tonight for the Warhorse defense.
Yeah.
You got to keep that contained in there. Whoever's spying has got to keep his eye on this young man.
Well, we were talking on the podcast the other day as the Warhorses are coming out of the field house there, and of course as soon as we jumped to the camera we lost Lorenzo for a second, but we were talking on the podcast about the way the offense finished some of the runs the other day in the Hondo game, the intensity that they played with, how they got those extra yak yards here and there, and we talked, Coach Eads stopped by and we talked to him a little bit about it. He was really impressed with what his offense and what his backs were doing. I'm guessing you got to talk to him about that a little bit as well?
We did. We talked a little bit about the backs, talked about what they did, how they did things, how they got things done, and that was a great lead-in to this interview with Coach Eads.
All right, offensive coordinator Evan Eads.
Pregame out here on the field with offensive coordinator Evan Eads, Coach Eads. Wow, fantastic game plan last week, huge emotional game. Came out. Talk to us about the offense, man. Your offense was clicking in Hondo.
They did. We were super proud of how clean they were with as few penalties as we had. That helped out a lot. Execution on blocking was amazing, and then just their will, breaking tackles, blocking people bigger than them. It was exciting to see how dominant they were on a bunch of plays.
That's awesome, and we were talking about it on the broadcast. Your kids were finishing the runs forward.
Yes.
Like you're talking about. All right. We're week 8, long season. Talk to us about the health of your offense. How good are we? Where are we? I know there's bumps and bruises.
Yes.
Always going to be that.
At this time of the year, those are common, and we have those, and we have 3 unfortunate athletes that aren't going to be playing tonight, and that's always sad. But for the most part, we're healthy, and we're happy to be deep at a couple of positions, and we're just keeping our fingers crossed and hoping it stays that way.
That's right. It better not be the announcer jinx right here. Okay. Bandera's going to come in. They played a good game last week. They had a good game plan against Carrizo. What are they going to do to try to stop your offense tonight?
They've had a great defense all year long. People have struggled to put points up against them. We think we're going to get an even front, and they're going to have 3 backers, and they're going to move those backers all over the place. They'll blitz them A gap, they'll blitz them off the edge. We might have corners on the line of scrimmage. They're gonna do everything they can and throw everything they can at us.
And to make it as confusing as they can for your linemen to get the right blocks and stuff like that. Yeah, but we know you guys got them all coached up, right?
We'll see.
Hey, good luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks a lot.
You right there. Coach Eads always got a lot to say about what his offense is doing, and it's funny the little stuff that I talk about with those guys before. We go on the air. It's like Coach Villa and Coach Eads both. I like this question here, but I got to make sure I don't say too much. I don't want to give too much away. Just when they're working on putting new stuff in, and they're always thinking there's all kinds of stuff that they haven't put in that nobody's seen yet that they work on every day in practice. So
absolutely,
we get what we get, but understand that they're not going to give us everything.
Absolutely. It looks like it's time for the national anthem here at Warhorse Stadium. So we're going to join in and listen to the Warhorse Band here. Good. Fantastic job there by Jeff Miller and the Warhorse Band with the national anthem. And how about those camera shots that Lorenzo's getting? No, the Warhorses did not shrink. That is the Devine Broncos that are out on the field.
That's it. How exciting to have them out there. What a great thing to do. We're going to have the mini cheerleaders out here today.
Absolutely,
and what a great deal getting these kids out on the field, get to stand by these guys. Because, if you grow up in Devine and you hear about somebody that's playing while you're in elementary school or whatever, you get to go stand by those guys, man. You'd think that was the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Absolutely. I remember those days well. So, looks like Lorenzo's right in the middle of everything.
I hope he doesn't get run over.
I hope not either.
He graduated with me, and he's not as fleet of foot as he used to be. Now, believe it or not, that was our center back in the day.
So Bandera Bulldogs taking the field here from the south end of the field. And then, of course, from the north end, here come your Devine Warhorses.
And Lorenzo is trying to get out of the way of that herd. Look at those little Broncos, Jimbo. Are they excited to be out there?
Absolutely. What a great sight here. As you saw during the national anthem, hopefully there was a beautiful sunset going on off to the west here.
Needed to take a picture of that in Tennessee, Jimbo.
Hey, speaking of Tennessee, we got our first shout out, and it's not Don and Gail Sessions. It's actually Aubrey Serrano.
But wait a minute. Did I hear that Aubrey's within 3 gates of Gale?
That's pretty much it. Aubrey is up visiting her grandmother. They live on the same road as my mom and dad. In fact, they're 3 houses apart.
That is a small world,
from each
Jimbo.
other there. Yeah. How cool is that?
That is so neat. Look at the Broncos out there firing up the crowd, trying to get them fired up and ready to roll. What a great scene here. We've been talking about it for the last 3 weeks. What a great atmosphere. We're getting fired up. Field, the maintenance crew did a phenomenal job. The field out there, the DW's got, instead of the maroon, it's got the pink for the breast cancer awareness.
Yeah,
we got the
really
pink
cool
ribbons. And we talked about like what's going on in the NFL with the whole, all cancer awareness. And again, not to be a public address out there, but if you've been at home because of the COVID and stuff like that, get out there and get checked, because it's too often right now it's going unchecked.
Absolutely. Warhorse captain's taking out to midfield here. Lorenzo with a great shot there. Looks like Brady Hack is going to be out there. We've got 55, Jared Fernandez, 23, Gus Puente, 25 is Peyton Carr.
And let's see. I see a number 74 over there for Caleb Son, or Son, from Bandera. What did Jimbo? They are all, that's the only number I could see.
I'm able to see here we've got 5, 38, and number 4 since Lorenzo's out in the middle of everything there.
Fire is Tyler Moore. 38, that would be Matthew Stanton. And what was the other one?
4, I believe. Luke
4
Barnett.
is Luke Barnett.
And there's Lorenzo right in the middle of it. Folks, you're going to get to see whether that is a head or a tail, apparently.
I'll tell you what, only on this station do you get this kind of camera work, ladies and gentlemen. That is professional work by Lorenzo.
Stay tuned. Later at halftime, we'll have the concessions menu probably.
Well, hey, he'll go in there.
He'll probably be making some nachos here in a bit.
He might be. But that is so awesome.
There's the coin toss. It appears that Bandera has won the toss, as the official is talking to them. Bandera has won. They're going to defer the option, so they will allow the Warhorses to pick. So I'm guessing the Warhorses fix to take the ball here, Smitty.
I bet they do. It's been very few times that we haven't wanted the ball to get started with. And, the way Hack's been running the offense and the way it's been cruising, we hope that holds true.
Absolutely. So as we figure it all out here, Bandera won it. They're going to defer, so the Warhorses will elect to receive. So let's talk about our keys to the game tonight, Gary. And keys to the game tonight brought to you by Brown Chevrolet.
Jimbo, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to take a few words from Coach Villa, and that is to trust our keys and to contain. This quarterback is going to be a good running quarterback, and we really need to make sure that we keep an eye on him. Whoever's the spy needs to spy him. As always, we need to keep JB's bus driving school in check and keep those flags in our pocket.
We love you to death, JB, but we don't want your bus driving school getting much play tonight. Absolutely.
Now, we could use some bus drivers here at Devine ISD, but that's a whole other topic.
Yeah.
And last but not least is we need to hang on to the ball.
Absolutely.
Cannot have those turnovers. Cannot give that stuff up.
So Lorenzo going out to field the onside kick. Oh, wait, here he comes back.
Lorenzo, you have no pads on, sir. But
great crowd here tonight, Warhorse Stadium. We are ready for some football here, Smitty.
Boy, it's a cool night. It's a nice night. Actually, a little lightning off in the distance over there towards Corpus. Yep. I don't think it's anywhere from here. I sure could use some rain, but
I agree. You didn't get the good rain that we got last week.
No, Devine got 3 inches. I got a half inch. That's what you get when you live over in Death Valley, where I do.
All right, we are about ready to kick this one off. We've got some people texting in here. Looks like Mark Navarro's in tonight, watching from North Dakota, out watching on the patio. Nice crisp 43 degrees there for Mr. Navarro.
I was just going to say, I bet that temperature's a little different than our temperature right here, Jimbo. Hey, as usual, we got Dubose and Santos back deep. Looks like Nate and Marcus Rodriguez set up at the 20-yard line, and then Xavier and Gabriel, at 35, 40-yard line, the intermediate guys. So let's see what we got. They've got a good kicker.
Alberto Musquiz puts his foot into this one. This ball is going to hit and roll out of bounds at the 10-yard line. That'll be a penalty on the first play of the game.
Hey, smart play right there by Dubose, letting that ball go out of bounds. He had a chance. He probably could have run up and caught it, but wisely, being the senior, let that ball hit and go out of bounds. That always scares me when that ball bounces, though. It could take that funny hop. And
Yeah, it's not like that sport where we coach where the ball's round and it usually comes right back up to you.
Yeah, this thing hits on one of those points. There's no telling where it's going.
No, there's no telling at all. I tell you what, folks, we're glad you've joined us here on YouTube. If you had a chance to get out to the game, hope you made it out. But if not, this is a pretty good option. As long as you can put up with us, and if we get overbearing, just go ahead and mute the TV and watch along.
And turn the sound down.
That's absolutely right.
I remember many a night watching Monday Night Football with my father and no sound on the TV. Dad, why are we listening to it on the radio? You'll understand one day, son.
Yeah. All right. The kick was out of bounds, so I don't know exactly what the terminology is for that, but looks like the Warhorses will be receiving the ball at the 30-yard line. So senior Brady Hackabill will be the quarterback. He'll bring the horses out here. And let's see what the horses do here on this first possession of the game. Hack's going to have double wing. Dubose is going to be the the fullback. This is going to be pitch back Santos right side. And that pitch is going to get out to about the 34, gain of 4 on first down.
Nice job by the Warhorses getting over there and getting that corner sealed. And that's the way the Warhorses drives have been starting this year, 3, 4, 5 yards early. We talked about that. Later in the game, those 3-yard runs turn into 6 and 7-yard runs. So, and that's a tribute to that line. Firing off the ball and keep opening those holes for those backs.
Yeah, Coach Eads talked about how won't be a surprise. Bandera's going to be bigger than our front guys. But let's see what they do here. This is going to be Hack with the direct snap. Keep up close to the 40-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and short for the horses.
Right there, right on cue, Jimbo, you see Brummage gets a block at the line of scrimmage. Then he was 4 yards downfield looking for another block. Now, those linemen are working hard. Cannon Ramirez in the middle, anchoring the whole thing.
Yeah, the cannonball, that's one thing Coach Eads talked about. Cannon Ramirez, our center, he hasn't played against anybody that he's bigger than yet.
That is correct.
3rd down and 1 here, ball at the 39. This is going to be pitched back. This is going to be Gabe Esquivel. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Drives forward, though. 5 yards after contact. That'll be a first down and move the chains for the horses.
Great job by Esquivel. It's kind of interesting. He went in motion. Like, I was a little early on my motion. Went back set. Then went in that motion. Still made a great run.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was a try to make someone jump off sides on the motion there. But Warhorses went back to it. Gabe got the pitch upfield for 5, so nice start for that young man tonight. Warhorses break the huddle. 1st and 10, ball at the 45-yard line. Shotgun this time. This is Santos, direct snap. He's trying to get to the corner. He's got it there into Bandera territory. Run out of bounds on the far side. Gain of about 7, looks like, Schmitty.
It was a great run, and the normal quarterback was out there 7 yards downfield getting a pancake block out on the corner. So, we talked about that last week. When everybody is willing to do that and go block for each other and be unselfish that way, good things happen for the team.
Warhorses to the line here. Gain of 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2. Hack under center this time. Pitch back. This is going to be X. Oh! 1 tackle away as he gets out to the 35. Again, first down yardage for the horses.
Well, I tell you what, that was number 8, Jesus Cardenas. And he got a hold of a shoestring, or X was going to be in the house on that one, Jim. That was some great blocking by that line. And nice little cut and move that Xavier Contreras made. I thought we were going to get to see a big run from him early in this game.
Warhorses rotating backs like the MO for most of the year. Let's see, I think I've got the scoreboard in here somewhere. Let's get that rolling. This is going to be Hack, I believe, out to the 30-yard line.
That's right. He's up over the left side, out to the 30-yard line.
Looks like a gain of 5 there on the play.
Logan Camarillo, number 51, another one of those blocks 5 or 6 yards downfield as this Warhorse line is just firing off the ball and moving people out of there. Others on that line, that would be number 60, Carter Fauble. And who, I know I'm forgetting one. Oh, Jared Fernandez is in there, 55. Oh,
pitch back. This is going to be X coming left out past the 20.
He's down inside the 20 at the 19, Jimbo. Nice run, hard run. But every time, and we've talked about this all year long, every time X runs, it's a pretty tough run. he's a very physical running back.
Yeah, senior, you can definitely tell the experience of that young man, leaving it all out on every play. So nice little combination with him and Esquivel, the senior and the sophomore, and then, of course, Santos being a sophomore as well. Double wing for the Horses. Hack under center, ball inside the 20. This is Santos in tight there, still on his feet, bounces out, and it looks like he is going to be gone. That is a touchdown for number 3, Ethan Santos.
Jimbo, Brady Hack pitched the ball, and then Hack, X, and Hayden Dubose, all 3 blocked the corner to open that hole. Those 2 guys on the end didn't know who to tackle. They was like, do I tackle 20? Do I tackle 1? Do I tackle, oh, crap. 3 has the ball.
Yeah, Ethan patient getting in behind those big guys, bounces it out, takes it to the house. Touchdown for the Devine Warhorses. Hayden Dubo's on for the extra point attempt, and the kick is up, and it is no good. A little wide left, it looks like. So Warhorses take the 6-0 lead, 8:33 left here in the first. It's the way the Warhorses wanted to start that one, wasn't it, Schmidt?
Well, I was hoping I didn't jinx it, but, we've done that on several opening drives this year.
Absolutely. Let's take a quick commercial break, hear from some of our wonderful sponsors. We'll be back in just a second.
State Farm agent Mark Kidd is here to help life go right. Mark and his trusty staff can help you and your family with all of your insurance needs. From auto, home, health, and life insurance to banking products and financial planning, Mark and his staff are there to help. Stop by the office at 700 West Hondo in Devine or call 830-665-2807. Visit on the web at www.markkid.com. Mark Kidd and State Farm, here to help life go right.
All right, back here at Warhorse Stadium. Warhorses out early, 6-0, 8:33 left in the first. And that's the picture-perfect start for the Horses. Would have liked to tacked on the extra point.
That's the only negative on that drive, Jimbo, was the fact that we didn't get that. Looks like Hayden Dubose is going to do the kickoff honors for the Warhorses.
Yep, got a quick text message in here. Lorenzo Ramirez via Facebook Messenger said, thanks for the broadcast. Always enjoy. Loves the antics of Lorenzo, our roaming camera guy. So here we go. Bandera is going to field this at about the 35. That's number 4, Luke Barnett. He's out close to the 30, well, past the 35. Looks like the 36-yard line.
Looks like it's going to be about the 36-yard line. Good coverage by the Horses. And now let's see what that defense has in store. What's Coach Villa going to do to stop this? Jimbo, we didn't talk about in the keys to the game, but, if this quarterback, you have to worry about him running while he's in the pass route, that means we also have to keep our eyes on whoever we're covering downfield too. So a lot going on with this Bandera offense this year.
Yeah, we'll get you the names of all the Bandera skill as soon as we figure it out. Normally I watch film a little bit to see. Been a busy week, haven't had a chance, so this is going to be handoff right up the middle, and that is going to be nothing. A host of horses there.
I tell you what, I'm going to give them a Baba Booey with, that was Fernandez, Ramirez, and Brummage that laid the lumber. And I was talking to Brummage and Fernandez, and I was asking them, and they said, Coach, you're getting lots of Baba Booies tonight. So
I like it. Brock Johnson, the senior running back for the Bandera Bulldogs with the carry, loss of 1 on the play. I believe the quarterback is going to be number 5, Tyler Moore. He's going to be in the gun, pistol formation, actually. He's going to fake. He's going to throw. This ball is going to be caught. That's number 21, Brandon Miller, with a nice catch on the slant.
Well, just a little slant right there, Jimbo, and he was able to get one step in front of Sammy, and, yeah, kind of a little bit bigger body than Sammy. And once he got in front of him, Sammy was able to bring him right down right when he caught the ball, but not before he picked up the first down.
Late substitution here, but Hayden Brummage, as he puts pressure on the quarterback. A little screen pass again to Miller. Nothing doing there. Well played that time by Sammy Guardiola.
Boy, that was a great tackle by Sammy Guardiola. And, Jimbo, that wasn't a substitution. Brummage ran almost off the field. He was met by a very happy Coach Rotramel, who encouraged him to run back out on the field.
Got it.
Nicely encouraged him to run back. And then he almost makes the play on the quarterback.
What an awesome
job.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Bandera looking to throw pressure coming for the Horses. And that ball is going to be completed. Nice play by the Bulldogs there, as that's going to be a gain of about 5. I believe that's Luke Barnett that caught it.
And that was Brady Hack that brought him down. And if it wasn't for Hack, that could have been a huge play, Jimbo.
Yeah, pressure by the horses on the play, but nice job there as Moore was able to get it to Barnett for the gain.
Marcus Rodriguez was close. I thought he had a chance to get it. Of course, they had that little screen-style play set up there.
2 receivers to the far side. This is motion by Bandera. This is going to be a handoff coming right, and that's well played by the horses. Number 2, Ethan Rutherford, dropped for a loss on 3rd down.
Hack and Mason Martinez in there to stop him for the loss on the play. That's going to move the ball back to the 49-yard line and bring up 3rd and, what's that, Jimbo, probably 8?
Looks like 3rd and 8. This is one of those questionable 4-down territory areas. If they do come out to punt, we definitely need to watch the fake, as Bob Campsey would be telling us.
That's for sure. We talked to Coach we didn't even get to Coach Taylor yet.
We have not.
But he does talk about that, and I tell you, they have a couple of punters here.
Looks like it's going to be a quick kick.
Oh, we had the wrong down, Jimbo. That was 4th down.
That's
they
what
ran
I was thinking, yeah.
I thought it was 4th down too, but I said 3rd because that's what the down marker said. And, it's interesting because that is one of the plays that Coach Taylor's going to talk about in our interview is that quick kick that they do right there.
Yeah. Coach Gomez looked like he was upset. It looked like a procedure. Maybe one of the Bulldogs jumped early, but no call. Ball is punted. It goes down to the 12-yard line, so the Warhorses will take over there. So first possession, 70-yard drive for the horses, capped off by a 19-yard run by Ethan Santos.
Defense comes out and does what it's supposed to do. Gives up 1 first down, but then gets the stop. Warhorses taking it for their 2nd possession. Let's go do it again, Jimbo. This will be what's this one going to be? 88-yard? No.
I would definitely take it there. Let's see. Ball is going to be marked at the 12-yard line. Hack is going to be by himself in the gun. Motion coming. And this is going to be Hack with the keep. Up the middle, spins out of the tackle. Still on his feet, past the 20-yard line.
You cannot bring him down. One person has a hard time bringing Hack down. And those spin moves, I talked about him dancing down the sideline. I'm going to have to talk to his mom and dad again because I think this guy's been going to some lessons or something. That's 2 spin moves that would have made Dancing with the Stars proud.
I'm telling you, and especially after his senior spotlight a couple weeks ago where he claimed he was a 0 or a 1 on a dancer. So we'll have to look into that.
I tell you what, he's about a 12 as a runner, though.
I would agree with that 100%. Gain of 9 on first down, so that's going to be 2nd and 1. This is going to be tackle trap coming. Big hole there as Warhorses will be out past the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Great run by Gabriel Esquivel. Gets it out, what's that, Jimbo, 31-yard line. Just a fantastic job on that tackle trap. Beautiful blocking by the line. I can't stress enough, and y'all are watching it. I forget. Yeah. We're not on radio anymore.
Exactly.
Y'all are getting to see how good that line's doing and the holes they're opening up right there.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how many years we've done radio/YouTube broadcast up here, and it's getting close to double digits, I think. Marcus Rodriguez up the middle here. And he's still on his feet out past the 40-yard line. Tough run there by Marcus, and he'll be close to midfield as they bring him down at the 47.
Jimbo, looking out there, you got Peyton Carr and Mason Martinez blocking 7 yards, 8 yards down the field. That, it's not just right there at the line of scrimmage where the big boys are opening up. They are getting that block, and they are releasing off that block and getting the next level. And that's what's allowing the Warhorses to get such big runs.
You see Coach Gomez down on the sideline kind of waving like, hey, let's go, let's try to play with a little tempo here. Hack again in the gun. This is going to be motion by Santos. Hack's going to keep it straight up the gut, and he will get into Bandera territory, brought down at the 47 of the Bulldogs.
Tackled right in the middle of that beautiful DW painted out there on the field. And, again, our maintenance crew just has the field looking fantastic.
Fantastic job by those guys. Ruben and his crew getting out there and putting down the pink outline. That is awesome.
They did a fantastic job by the staff. Again, we talked about the ribbons out there. The Warhorses got the ribbon towels or the pink wristbands.
Got the wristbands.
Coaching staffs had the wristbands.
2nd down and 5 here. Pitch back. This is Esquivel. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. And I saw something come loose. Luckily, it was the pink towel and not the ball there, but no gain on the play.
That was number 50, Liam Demerchi, and that made the first contact and pushed him back. So Nothing doing there. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Warhorses.
Again, kind of the same situation earlier. You're in a weird, is this a 4-down territory or not? A lot depends on this play. Motion coming. This is going to be Hack. He's going to keep it. He's got enough for the first down as he's out past the 40, down to the 36-yard line.
Well, that makes that decision pretty easy then, doesn't it, Jimbo?
It does. I know Coach Gomez will have one less ulcer due to that run by Hack.
Sometimes I think Hack's listening, and he's like, no, fellas. There's no need for any decisions to be made. I'm just going to take care of it.
Yeah. Looks like Warhorse is kind of running that dash play, a little option, outside option, kind of like the zone read, but a little bit wider there, and to some success, it seems. Smitty.
Yeah, fantastic read by the senior Hackabill, knowing whether to give or to, seeing that hole open up. And again, the line just blowing that hole wide open. You got a receiver over the middle, and it's just going to go over the head of Martinez.
Yeah, Hack looked to throw. Bandera had that played well. When Hack really wanted to throw it, Mason was covered.
Yep.
So good decision there by the senior Hack to just throw that one over everybody and
throw it a little
find
high.
another down.
That's it.
It's crazy how everybody throws the ball these days, and the Warhorses maybe throw it 4 times a game.
Right, and they're having great success with that. Everybody knows tackle trap is coming too, but guess what?
Yep.
How many times did that play work? Whoop.
Here's Hack again with the keep. Well played by Bandera. Maybe a loss of 1 on the play, Schmidt. He's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, that's gonna push the Horses back. The Bandera line really came off the ball right there, and actually it's a bigger loss than I thought, Jim. That's going to be a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, it sure is. I thought he got back closer to the line of scrimmage. Apparently he did not. So that's going to bring up 3rd and longer. So we'll call this 3rd and 13. Ball needs to get down to the 26 for the first down. Warhorses are going to send 3 to the right side, the wide side of the field, 1 receiver to the left. Hack's going to get it and roll right, and he is going to be hit and brought down. Looked like he had a blocker out there, and Bandera made a nice play there for the sack.
They did, and he had Dubose out there blocking for him, and I think Hack made the decision to run it, but I don't think Dubose realized he made the decision to run it, and if they could communicate with each other, they might be able to get that block. There was a pretty big hole over there. I bet he could have got half the yardage.
Well, and again, if you get half the yardage in that point, maybe that's a play where you look to go for it. Looks like the Warhorses are going to keep the offense on the field for right now.
I like this. I think, we're going to call timeout. Coach Gomez is going to call timeout. We're going to get this play right, and we're going to take this timeout with him. Warhorse Football will be right back.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Royce Grain out of Hondo, Texas is your supplier of premium quality feeds, bagged and in bulk. Royce Grain provides corn, apple scent corn, protein pellets, specialty feed mixes, scratch, and wild bird seed. Call 210-844-4015 for ranch delivery or stop by Morales Feed Store or WOG Supply in Devine. Royce Grain, premium quality feeds. All right, we're back here. First quarter, 32 seconds to go here. Warhorses leading 6-0. Have a 4th and 14 from the Bandera 41-yard line.
Hack back. He could quick kick it from here. He could throw it from here. Anything could happen from here, Jimbo.
And it looks like he's going to throw it. Here comes some pressure. He is going to scramble, though. He's off to the right side.
Jimbo.
He's going to dive, and it's going to be where the spot is. Looks like they're going to spot him short, though, of the yard to gain.
Yeah, they did. They spotted him short. I tell you what, they got a shoestring on him, and he dove and he reached that football out. But it's all the way across the field for us. Tough to see. They spotted him short, but a heck of an effort by the Warhorses right there on that play. Lots of running room.
It nearly made it happen there. Ball will go over on downs, though, so the Bulldogs will take over. Again, the Warhorses needed to get to the 26. Looks like they've got it marked at the 28. So 1st and 10 for Bandera there. Tyler Moore will come out as quarterback. Pistol formation for the Bulldogs. And this is going to be a keep by Moore. He's got some green grass here, cuts back, and he is going to be brought down. Ethan Santos gets him at the 48-yard line.
Ethan Santos waiting there for him. He tried to cut back, and Ethan was right there waiting for him. Nice play by Moore getting through that hole, and he moves the ball out to the 48-yard line. So big play on first down for the Bulldogs. Warhorse defense needs to stiffen.
Absolutely. Gain of 20 for the Dogs there. Little motion here. This is going to be handoff. Nope, it's going to be keep. Number 3, Brock Johnson. Gain of about 8 on the play.
Hey, that was interesting right there, Jimbo. That was a direct snap to Brock Johnson. He fakes the handoff to the quarterback Moore. Wait a minute. Am I seeing that right? Yes, I did see that right. And they get a big 8.5 yard play on first down. I think that caught everybody off guard. That's the end of the first quarter.
Absolutely. Warhorses lead this one 6-0. Bandera has it and is moving the ball here. We'll be back in a minute. This is Warhorse Football.
MP Material Haulers is proud to be the septic tank service that their community trusts. You can call them at 210-289-5890 or find them online at www.septicsystemservicedivinetexas.com. MP Material Haulers, one-stop service for all of your septic needs.
The Grass Yard, a premium sod grower in South Texas, specializing in the sale and installation of sod. The Grass Yard also provides landscaping services along with tree sales and installation. Open to the public, visit them at 1484 South Highway 46 in New Braunfels or call 830-626-3444. The Grass Yard, from our backyard to yours.
All right, back live, Warhorse Stadium here. End of one. Warhorse is up 6-0. Bandera has it, just got into Warhorse territory.
Looks like they are, what's that, Jimbo? The 44-yard line, 2 yards to go for the first down. So a little bit more productive drive for the Dogs on this possession.
Here they go, 2nd down and 2. Motion by number 4, that is Barnett. This is going to be number 5, Moore, and he is going to be drugged down at the 41-yard line. Yeah, that's going to be enough to move the chain. Sorry, Schmitty.
No worries, Jimbo. I started talking too soon. That's Brady Hack on the tackle. Number 11, Luke Friesenheim, nearly had a tackle for a loss, 5 or 6 yard loss, and Moore was able to just slip away. And they aren't moved those. Oh, now they just did. They finally did say he's got the yard to gain. And that ball, the nose of it is just poking past the 41-yard line.
I was going to say, it looked like the down box was past the chains over there. So officials got it all figured out. So Bandera will have 1st and 10. Hey, quick shout out. Dennis Haas text in. He watched last week as well. And Dennis, we appreciate you watching. That's one of your neighbors out in your neck of the woods there.
That is. And Dennis watches several broadcasts out there.
Brock Johnson carry this time, gain of about 7.
Nice job by the Horses defense. He had some room to go.
Gain of 6 on the play, so 2nd and 4 coming. Again, just getting started here. We're starting quarter number 2, I guess I should say. Twins to the left for Bandera. Moore is going to look to throwing it to the single receiver side, and that ball is going to be incomplete.
Boy, fantastic coverage by Sammy Guardiola out there, and almost a better catch. I mean, he tried to flip that ball up over, but Sammy was between him and the ball all the way. Just great coverage overall.
I believe that was, well, I'm not real sure. I think that was 21 Brandon Miller again for Bandera on the far side. So 3rd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. Ball rest at the 36-yard line. A little motion here, handoff up the middle. And this is going to be close to 1st down yardage. I believe that's 3. Brock Johnson again being a load for the Bulldogs, and that's going to get marked at the 30, so that'll be a first down for the Bulldogs. So first and 10 here, 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
Sorry, Jimbo.
That's right.
Didn't mean to leave you hanging. I'm trying to get a picture of our
The rosters
down to Andy's, and then in return, he'll give me some stats here at halftime. So I'm trying to get there, and apparently I am technology challenged right now.
Handoff again. This is Johnson right up the middle. Gain of 3, it looks like.
That's a little bit more like we expect to see from the Warhorse defense, is clogging up that middle and not letting anybody through.
Tell you what, last week we saw Carson Winchester from the Owls, and he looked like he was full speed after about 2 steps. I tell you what, some of these Bandera Bulldogs look similar.
Very, very much so. And, you know, that they kind of talked about that. Coach Gomez and Coach Villa both talked about how, you know, they've put some points on the board. And, you know, they're 5-2, like we talked about. So,
looking to throw. This is going to be an out towards our sideline. Incomplete there. Number 11, Alex Dirk, intended receiver.
Looked like that ball was just a little wide, bobbled off his hand. And as soon as it bobbled, Ethan Santos was there to say, no, sir, that is all you're going to get is a bobble.
Yeah, so brings up third down here for the Bulldogs. Looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 6 here, Schmitty.
3rd and 6. And, Jimbo, I got to believe you are definitely in 4-down territory right now. So
let's see what the Owls do. It's going to be Moore in the gun.
Bulldogs.
Or, excuse me, Bulldogs.
That's
my
okay.
bad.
We're still last week.
Yeah. Moore is looking to throw. Going outside. He's going to throw this, and that is a diving attempt. Ball comes loose, incomplete. But that was nearly a spectacular catch.
It was.
At the 10-yard line.
Another great job by Warhorse Nate Ramirez down there on the coverage, getting in. But boy, what an effort by the Bulldogs to make the play there.
Yeah, it brings up 4th down here. The pass was incomplete. So a chance for the Warhorse defense to get a huge stop here, Schmitty.
This would be an excellent, excellent stop for the Horses, and in definite need of a drive right now for the Horses.
Absolutely. Here comes Moore. He's going to fake. He's going to look to throw back. This is going to be completed. Number 3, Brock Johnson, kind of faked the handoff, and he snuck out on the backside for the touchdown.
He had ran that little screen, got him out in the flats. Marcus Rodriguez tried to chase him down, but he just had too much lead. Marcus couldn't get there, and that's going to tie us up for the temporary anyway.
Absolutely. Nice execution there by the Bulldogs. Thought the Warhorses had it played well initially, but Johnson just turned upfield, and Moore did a good job of floating it over the top for the touchdown.
That was a nice touch pass by Moore.
Absolutely. Mooskies with the kick, and this kick is up, and it is good. So Bandera takes the lead, 7-6 here. 9 minutes, 18 seconds left in the second quarter. We're going to step away real fast. We'll be back in a minute. This is Warhorse Football.
Come see Warhorse and Arabian supporter Eric Smith at North Park Chevrolet for all your car buying needs. Located just down the road on U.S. Highway 90 in Castroville, North Park Chevrolet consistently ranks among the top Chevrolet stores in the state. With over 300 vehicles on the lot to choose from, Eric can help you find what you need. Contact Eric at 210-737-4786 or visit the website www.npchevy.com.
The DJ Carlson Memorial Fund is dedicated to helping high school students achieve their dream of a college education. By hosting events such as their annual Bust and Burn, the DJ Carlson Memorial Fund provides area youth with items such as school supplies and clothing needed for the school year. At year's end, the DJ Carlson Memorial Fund awards scholarships to multiple students from area schools. To find out more, visit www.bustandburn.com. The DJ Carlson Memorial Fund, proud supporters of the Devine Warhorses and Arabians.
All right, we're back here. Here comes the kick by Mooskies. This is going to be angled out. It is going to be fielded by Dubose at the 14-yard line. Trying to get outside to the 20. Makes a man miss at the 25. Still on his feet.
Tough running Dubose. He ran a long way to get over here, Jimbo, but if he ever gets that open field, you're not going to catch Dubose.
No, you're not. He's not your typical fullback when it comes to being fleet of foot.
No, he's not. He can pick him up and put him down, and, he probably ran 75 yards there for the 25-yard return, but he did get the ball out to the 40, and that's going to be their best starting field position, isn't it?
Absolutely. Hey, quick shout-out to the DJ Carlson Memorial Foundation. They're in as a new sponsor starting tonight. Just got their commercial run. Appreciate all the good folks there, the Bust and Burn folks.
Boy, we had some good conversations with those people, good people, and they do a lot of good things for the kids of the area.
Absolutely. This is Xavier Contreras, and he is going to have a run of 10 on first down there, gets to midfield.
Great first down call, getting across into Bulldog territory. That's going to move the chains. They haven't quite done it yet, but come on, somebody give him a move.
Oh, we got to go spot it over there in the right spot. So they wanted to spot it so the white hat could come look at it. He's like, dude, it's first down. Let's go.
Just let it go. Let it go. Come on, people.
I tell you what, this crew is rolling it pretty quick tonight.
We almost didn't get done with that commercial, and they were ready to kick us off. So, that's funny. How some crews, really want to keep the game moving. And
yeah. This should be a good one, folks. 7-6 Bandera up. First down for the Horses. This is going to be fullback Dubose.
There's that speed.
There he is. 30-yard line, brought down at the 20. Hayden Dubose, the senior, with a nice carry there. Gain of 30 on the play, Schmitty.
And Jimbo, you just called it right on cue. What was that? Almost a 30-yard, probably right at a 30-yard run by Hayden Dubose, the fullback. And fullbacks just aren't supposed to pick up and put them down that way.
No, they're not. So
excellent job. I tell you what, I thought we were going to have a Wawa Weewa.
I thought so too. Marked at the 19 there, so inside the red zone for the Horses. Hack under center. This is going to be pitched back. Santos right side. Good surge there. He's going to be past the 20 or past the 15 down to the 13. It looks like, Schmitty.
It was a good job. He kind of ran into a pile of people. There was a little bit of a hole for him to get through, but there was actually bodies on the ground. He kind of got caught up on a body, but great view from where we're sitting right here, and you could see that ball security. He had both hands on that ball. I'm sure they've been talking about that, and heck of a time for the Warhorses to go push this thing in.
And here we go again. Tight formation for the Horses. Hack under center. Pitch back number 6, Xavier Contreras. Big hole there inside the 5-yard line, down just shy of the goal line.
Excellent job by Contreras fighting through there. Great block by Brady Hack, leading through the hole after he pitched it. This would be a great momentum swing. Bandera kind of stole that momentum, taking the lead 7-6. Be a great way to return. But that's what the Warhorses have kind of done all year long, Jimbo.
Absolutely. Here come the Warhorses to the line quick. Pitch back Santos right side, and he is going to be in. Touchdown, Ethan Santos and the Devine Warhorses.
And I'm guessing we're going to go for 2.
I would think the Warhorses will keep the offense on the field here as the missed extra point on the first touchdown there. Try to get this back to a 7-point game. And nice 60-yard response there by the Warhorses.
Absolutely, Jimbo. And that's one of the trademarks of the Warhorses they've had this year is the way they have responded, when people have come out and scored on them. Quick to the line.
Here comes Xavier Contreras to the left, head down, dives in. 2-point conversion good for the Warhorses. 14-7 here. Nice response by the Warhorses. We're going to step away. We'll be back in a minute. This is Warhorse Football.
Stop by Mag's Place in Devine, a proud supporter of Warhorse and Arabian Athletics. Mag's Place, a boutique shop featuring products from John Hart, Mud Pie, Simplified Soaps, Scent Chips, and many more. Located at 200 East College, stop by and visit anytime. Or give them a call, 830-663-8077. Stop by Image Matters in Devine for all your design and business needs. Offering an in-house custom artist, Image Matters handles a wide variety of products from spirit shirts and embroidery to the creation of signs and banners. Image Matters also carries a wide selection of awards, offering anything from ribbons and trophies to customized plaques. Located at 200 West Hondo, stop by and let Butch and Kim Cook and their 35 years of experience go to work for you.
All right, right, back here, Warhorse Stadium. Warhorses with a nice 60-yard drive to retake the lead here, 14-7, with 7:27 left to go. We've got the kickoff coming from Hayden Dubose. This is going to be a short pooch kick. It is going to be fielded at the 27-yard line, right up the middle there.
Whoa.
And that is going to be a nice move by Bandera. Touchdown saving tackle by the Warhorses is number 4. Luke Barnett takes it right up the gut there, Schmitty.
He just made a little shimmy shake with those shoulders and got through, and he was off to the races. Had it not been for Xavier Contreras putting the move, he would have gotten through there, but Xavier got down there and saved touchdown saving tackle.
Tell you what, we said Lorenzo would be in the concession stand before we knew it. Guess where he's at?
He is in the concession stand.
Love the ladies and gentlemen down there working in the concession stand, getting food out to people.
I'll take a sausage link, please.
Yeah, Lorenzo, bring back some sausage wraps, buddy, since Congressman Gonzalez stole mine last time.
You're still worried about that one.
I'm still a little upset. All right, Bandera has it deep in Warhorse territory at the 22-yard line. Moore is going to hand off. This is going to be Johnson going to the right. Big gain there, as that's going to be 10 yards.
That was a touchdown saving tackle on the side. I can't really make out the number over there. I think it was Ethan Santos that got his hands on him and brought him down. He was close to getting that corner, Jimbo, and going. So the Bulldogs with the response of their own. And, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for one heck of a show.
It looks like it. Run out of bounds after a gain of 9, so it's going to be 2nd and 1.
Of course, you know, the coaches talked about this. Coach Gomez especially spoke to how much improved this Bandera team is. And, you know, the Warriors have had 2 really emotional games, you know, back and forth, and got to keep them up. Looks like we're going to get a timeout from Bandera as they want to make sure they get this play called right.
There was some discussion on the sideline there. Let's go ahead and step away. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in just a second.
Snoring and sleep apnea wreak havoc on everyone's sleep. Solutions include surgery or a special mask with hoses and air compressor. Sound like a good night's sleep to you? There is another way, a custom dental device from Dr. Drake's Sleep Solutions. Just slip it in each night. No surgery and no mask. The comfortable and out-of-sight way to end the snoring. Restore the joy of a good night's sleep.
Chaparral Ford is proud to be a sponsor of this year's Warhorse and Arabian Athletic Program. Chaparral Ford has been serving Devine and its citizens for over 35 years. For more information, visit the website at www.chaparralford.com or go to the Devine establishment located at 102 County Road 773. Chaparral Ford, the experience is worth the drive.
Okay, back.
Hey, while we're waiting for this play to get underway, we got Crystal City 8, Hondo 13.
Wow. Moore looking to throw. That ball is going to be over the middle, incomplete.
Nice job by Sammy Guardiola getting a hand in there and knocking it out. And then the other score, we know the score here, 14-7. Warhorse is up over Bandera. But the other score from the district is Carrizo 21, Pearsall 0. Just starting the second quarter in that game. Yeah. So a couple of district scores for you to see where we stand.
Yeah. Last play intended for Brandon Miller. This is going to be handoff right up the middle, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Bulldogs.
Boy, I tell you, the 2 Warhorses had him. I think they kind of knocked each other off of him right there in the hole at the line of scrimmage, and he was able to get on through. So the Bulldogs respond, answer back, and we're but a field goal away from this game being all tied up here in the second quarter.
Absolutely there. Brock Johnson right up the gut there for the touchdown for the Bulldogs with 7:03 left to go in the second quarter. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up and good. So we're all tied up here, Schmitty. 14-14 with 7:03 left to play.
I tell you what, Jimbo, it's wild out here. Crowd's getting anxious. I see a sign out here in the crowd. It says, "Caution, men at work." Maroon Mob's theme, whatever they're called this year,
Maroon Typhoon, or
Typhoon,
whatever it is, yeah.
It's been one of those names.
At some point, yes.
They They were men at work today. They came in hard hats. The football team came in hard hats. It looks like we got a construction crew down there in the student section.
Yeah, a lot of fluorescent vests there. We might have to get Lorenzo to get a shot of the student section here in a minute.
But Warhorses are doing work right now, and they got a little work to do.
Yes, they do.
At this point.
Yes, they do. 14-14 here with 7:03 left to go. Hey, quick shout out on the Chaparral Ford commercial. Jonathan Lowe works at Chaparral Ford, came up, was talking to me. He's related to Matt and Lorenzo and the guys, and he said, hey, we're going to have to update our commercial. It says 30-something years. We're actually 40-something years of business now. You know, that's that thing going back to the radio days, so that's still some of the voiceover stuff from the radio.
That's
so
right.
We probably need to go through and update some of those commercials. We don't hear them here in the booth with us.
Speaking of that, get out there and see Zach Morris out there running the show. He was one of our kids way back when. I tell you what, I've always been a Chevy guy, but maybe a 2500 diesel or 250.
F-250.
F-250
There
maybe.
you go. All right, ball is going to be fielded by the Warhorses at around the 20-yard line. I believe this is Nate Ramirez.
That is Nate.
And there's the gap there out to the 45-yard line. Nice patience by Nate to let everything set up there. We do have some whistles, so that makes me think there's some laundry on the field.
There is some laundry right over here, and that looks like it's going to be in the offside zone. But Jimbo, that might be the first flag of the evening.
You might be correct. We have an offside against the Bulldogs there, so I'm thinking Coach Gomez is going to say, hey, tack it on to the end of that run.
I think so. And what a fantastic run by Nate out to the 45. It's going to move the ball right on the 50. And, we haven't gotten to the interview yet, but talking to Coach Taylor, he did a wonderful job of kind of waiting a little bit and letting those lead blockers get out in front of him. Stuff that Coach Taylor talks about that they're working on in practice, and special teams, one of the big assets of the game. You can really change the momentum with your special teams.
Absolutely. And hey, got to give a quick shout out to one of my students, Jose Gutierrez. He was one of the voiceover guys today on the DJ Carlson Memorial.
Hey.
Finally got some of the students involved here. We try to get them involved with some of this, but the season starts so fast that a lot of times we don't have the kids there to help us with some of these voiceovers. So when we start revising some of these, we'll get the kids going, and
that'll be neat.
That's always great for the real world experience. Here comes Hack with the keep. He's going right up the middle. Gain of maybe one, not much though, as he might have got down to the 44 there, Schmitty.
That's right. That penalty got the ball all the way down inside the Bulldog territory to the 45. That was a 1 yard gain, going to get it to the 44. So, tough running for Hack right there. And, Jose's, you've had him, I've had him. I've got a little bone to pick with him, though. He thinks he wants my chair, but if he wants it, he can have it.
Yeah. Though he told me he wanted to fire you and me, so I don't know exactly what we're talking about here. All right, pitch back right side. This is Nate Ramirez again. Not much doing there as Bandera Bulldog defense swarming there, Schmitty.
They have, Jim, on this series, they have really sold out on that line of scrimmage, and they've Bulldog defense picking up on something, some keys that they're reading. And they have made tough sledding for the Warhorses right now. Bring up third and long 9.
Yeah.
Clock's ticking down here in the fourth quarter. The second quarter.
Yeah, 5 minutes, 50 seconds or so. This is one of those, I don't know that you have to get all of it, but it would be nice to get a big chunk of it here.
I'd like to see him at least get across the 40.
Here comes Hack under center. This is going to be handoff Marcus Rodriguez, and he'll be out to the 40. And he was drugged down there. And
we got a little fisticuffs.
Extracurricular on the far side.
That's going to get us the first down, Jimbo. Logan Camarillo with a pancake out there, and Bandera Bulldog did not take kindly to it, but he let his emotions get the better of him, and it's going to cost his team 15 yards.
Well, it appears that way. We do have some officials pointing back towards the Warhorses as well.
Well, you could go offsetting here, I guess, if they felt like Logan pushed him. I didn't see that, but what do you see? You usually see the second guy.
For the most part, you are absolutely correct. Let's see. We've got some text in. Aubrey Serrano saying that they are just tickled at hearing that Tennessee is being talked about. So we're glad that they're tuned in watching tonight. And then I've got Joe Ortiz giving us some scores here and there. Let's see. We have offsetting, it looks like. So.
Yes, sir. They did go with the offsetting. And that's probably the right call when you get something like that, because it wasn't just a pancake if he got that upset, or maybe it was.
Well, and I think what had happened is I think they'd caught the Bandera kid, And I think there was still some talking by the Warhorses afterwards. And that might have justified the offsetting call there.
And, you know, Jimbo, that's something that even when I watch football on Saturday and Sunday, and you with the high-powered cameras and they zoom in, every once in a while you can see the jawing and the talking that's going on in there that you really don't know
absolutely
what's being said out there that those referees are right there listening to.
Yep. 4th down coming up here. It is going to be 4th and 4 as Marcus was marked down at the 39-yard line.
Now
Need the 35.
Right. We did get across that magic 40 like we were looking for, so we got over half of it, but tough call for the Warhorses here. It's a big one with the momentum, game tied. Great time for a big play by the Warhorses.
Hack's going to come to the line of scrimmage here. Motion by Marcus. This is going to be pitched back right side. Ethan Santos. He's got a surge, cuts back. Nice cut there. Still on his feet.
Job.
And he's going to take this one to the house. Touchdown number 3, Ethan Santos.
Wah, wah, wee, wah.
Wah, wah, wee, wah. Warhorse touchdown.
Jimbo, you could see Ethan. He could see where he needed to get, but he actually had 2 of his linemen right in his way, and he's like, hey, guys, could y'all part the Red Sea for me here a minute? Because if I can get between y'all, I'm to the house.
I know this offense for the Horses requires you to put your foot in the ground and make a cut and hit the hole, but it looks like the Warhorse backs are being patient tonight. Pitch back right side, Santos going for 2, and he is going to walk in there.
Untouched.
So Warhorses go up 22-14, but very impressed by the patience of the Warhorse backs, kind of sitting behind their blockers and then exploding out of that those blocks and getting extra yards.
And they absolutely really are. And you know, Jimbo, you talked about that, but Ethan was patient. He was patient. But when it was time to put that foot in the ground,
absolutely,
he put that foot in the ground, bounced back to the center of the field, and was gone.
And speaking of being gone, so are we. Here's a quick commercial break.
The DJ Carlson Memorial Fund is dedicated to helping high.
It's so hot.
Try wearing this number for over 100 years.
Ah!
I'm getting the vapors. You should call the AC guys.
Okay, but which ones?
The AC guys.
Which ones?
The AC
guys. The AC Guys are proud supporters of your Devine Warhorses and Arabians athletic teams and are a local family-owned business that caters to all your residential and light commercial needs.
Who are you gonna call?
The AC Guys!
Ain't no do it. Better do it.
All right, back here at Warhorse Stadium. Warhorses take the lead 22-14. Here's Lorenzo with his roaming camera. Nice crowd on hand at Warhorse Stadium tonight.
Look at that. The cheerleaders just threw the footballs after we scored a touchdown in the stands. Lorenzo's getting a view of that as the parents go crazy trying to get one of those footballs.
Hey, we were down in the action at Hondo the other night and almost had a chance for one.
I tell you what, Miss Parsons has an arm.
Yes, she
does. We might have to look at her for softball.
All right, Luke Friesenhan on to kick this time for the Warhorses. Fair catch called by number 22 from Bandera. Yeah. That is going to be Eric Statler, it looks like.
Stater. Eric Stater.
Strader, there we go. I'd have to turn the light on at some point up here, but
I tell you what, I kind of like it. I'm usually in the dark, Jimbo. We might as well stay in this.
That's exactly right. You're right there, Smitty. I tell you what, I thought I was going to be smart putting both rosters back to back here, but when I get enough light, it kind of bleeds through and it makes it hard to read.
Yeah, it's tough to hold it up. You got to keep it down. You keep it down on the desktop, and well, we're just whining now.
Yeah, we are. It doesn't take much for us to get that way. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for Bandera, ball at the 43-yard line. This is going to be a quarterback keep. Well played by the Horses there.
Wow.
More, no gain.
That was a great job. That's number 74. Yeah, it was number 74. Zach Martinez in there, along with a host of Horses making that contact early on. It looks like no gain.
Tell you what, I'm getting messages in here. We've got Robert Pace texting in via Facebook. We'll get to it after this play. Moore is going to look to throw, and that ball is going to be complete to the outside. 21, Brandon Miller with the catch for the first down.
You know, Jimbo, Brandon Miller ran a really, really good route right there. He put his foot in the ground like he was going to run that post in, and then he broke that route out, got the Warhorse biting on that in route, and then he was wide open out there. But a great tackle by Guardiola to keep him stopped right there because he was the last man standing.
Clock running now with 4:30 left in the first half. Robert Pace texted in saying he's watching the Astros on one TV in the man cave, the Warhorses on the other TV. So we appreciate Robert tuning in tonight. And let's see, that is going to be a run up the middle. Not much doing there, maybe one for the Bulldogs.
Warhorse is doing a great job of stopping that. I tell you what, Jimbo, I was looking for who I'm going to get the scores for, and I always try to get an Natalia score in there, and couldn't find him. So I texted Eric Smith and said, hey, Eric, you know, or is Natalia playing tonight? Are they open? He said, no, they're open. Just want you to know that I'm sitting in Minute Maid watching the game. I said, thanks for rubbing it in, buddy.
Yeah, no doubt there. 2nd down and 9. Moore looks like he's going to throw here. Here comes late pressure by the Horses. They're going to flush him out. Moore's going to throw this one, and that is going to be caught at the 25-yard line.
Jimbo, how that is not offensive pass interference. Ethan Santos got thrown to the ground. Ethan was standing there to play defense, and he got thrown to the ground, and every Warhorse coach is talking to the officials on the sideline over here. Is like, yeah. He's kind of an athlete, guys. He didn't just fall on his own.
Alex Dirk with the reception there for the Bulldogs. That'll be a 1st down. Don't know if I got to this one yet or not. The Sorrels are in again. They're watching every week. Brandy and Mikey and their family. Appreciate that. Tuning in tonight. Little lull here as Bandera's kind of taking their time as the runner went out of bounds. So 3:35 clock stopped.
The play clock down to 5, ticking quick.
Here comes that play again. This is going to be number 3 up the middle. That's Brock Johnson. Well played by the Horses there, gain of 2.
That's an interesting direct snap to your running back and faking a handoff to your quarterback. But that just goes to show what the coaches were talking to us about before the game as to how good a runner the quarterback is.
Absolutely.
That you might just hand that ball off to him if you get the right read.
Yeah, for sure. Remember, Bandera won the toss and deferred, so they'll be getting the ball in the second half here.
As the clock ticking.
Winds down towards the end of the first half. Moore is going to look to throw. This is going to be thrown to Dirk. He's going to be hit immediately, run out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
That was Martinez and Nate Ramirez. Mason Martinez, Nate Ramirez pushed him out of bounds.
Looks like he got down to the 18 there. It's going to be close to 1st down yardage. Look a little short, maybe 3rd and 3 coming.
I think 3rd and 3, and obviously they're in 4-down territory here for sure. Warhorses got to bow their necks for a couple of plays, get the stop. That little quick pass right there is tough to defend, Jimbo.
Yes, it is. This is going to be Moore keeping it going to the right side. Hacks in pursuit. Moore's going to get the corner. It looks like he's going to get in the end zone there.
It's going to be a hold, Jimbo. 21 had Sammy Guardiola and just grabbed him and threw him down. That is going to be a huge call for the Bulldogs and negate a beautiful run by Moore. Now, that hold being a spot foul, I believe, in the end zone, is that going to take it back? Maybe he gets enough for a 1st down. I'm not 100% on that, but I do think it's going to take the touchdown off the board.
I think you're right there, Schmitty. I tell you what, it is good to see JB's bus driving school in effect on that play if you're a Warhorse fan.
Yes, sir. If that's the call, I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to get because Sammy had a beat on him, and all of a sudden Sammy was nowhere to be found.
I tell you what, there's a story that goes with JB's bus driving school.
It is going to give them the 1st down, Jimbo. Looks like it's going to be first and
goal from the 10.
From the 10.
Right at the 10.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. In the end zone, 10-yard penalty. I mean, there's our math skills again at work.
I think so. I think you're right there. So 1st down for the Bulldogs. 2 minutes, 43 seconds left to go here in the half. Handoff coming left. Big hole there for the Bulldogs down inside the 5.
Yeah, that's going to look like it's going to put him down on the 4. They're going to spot that probably right at the 4-yard line. So tough run inside. Warhorse has got a hold right here, Jimbo.
Brock Johnson with the carry there. Gets it into inside the 5. So 2nd down and goal from the 4. Same play coming left again. And it looks like Warhorses will come up and make a stop. Johnson down at the 1.
Boy, Nate Ramirez coming up and getting in there low, getting on his legs and getting him down. He did get down to the 2-yard line, but that was a big stop by Nate to keep him out of the end zone because it looked like there was no way he was going to stay out of the end zone.
No, clock continues to run here with 1:58. Again, Bandera in no hurry to get going here. 20 seconds on the play clock. See if the Warhorses can get a stop. 3rd and goal from about the 1. And Bandera is going to call timeout here. So let's take it with them. We'll be back in just a second. This is Warhorse Football.
Looking for accessories for your truck or automobile? Stop by Alamo Truck Accessories. They carry a wide variety of products including side steps, spray and bed liners, bumpers, lift kits, and more. Talk to Colby at 210-602-2730 or stop by 200 Dixon Drive in Devine. Alamo Truck Accessories.
Morales Realty is proud to be a sponsor for Warhorse and Arabian Athletics this year. We have and will always support our local student athletes. Morales Realty has been serving Devine and the surrounding area with real estate services for over 24 years, offering buyer and seller representation on purchases in residential, commercial, and farm and ranch properties. We also offer property management services. Broker Cindy Langley Morales, a graduate of Devine High School, and staff offers a combined experience of over 70 years in real estate. Morales Realty, where experience matters.
All right, we're back here. Big 3rd down play. 3rd and goal from just outside the 1 here, Smitty.
And they're in the shotgun, Jimbo.
And it looks like that is going to be Johnson with the keep. And he is going to be short. Nice stop by the Warhorse D.
Boy, that was Mason Martinez, and he got hold of him. You know, again, they're running it from deep, so he's starting 3 or 4 yards back. That ball's sitting on the 1 yard line. I don't know why you back up like that.
I'll tell you what, you see a lot of that in today's football. All the teams that are going out of the gun on. Yeah.
And you would think that being right up there and being able to find that crease, you know, the old school sneak. And I tell you what, a lot of times you see that old school sneak work more times than not.
Yep, here comes Moore to the line. 10 seconds on the play clock. Pistol formation, Johnson behind him, handoff. Nope, Moore's going to keep it scrambling right, and he is going to dive in. Touchdown on 4th and 1 for the Bulldogs.
Sammy Guardiola comes up and gets a pad on him and knocks him down, but not before Moore's able to dive in. So instead of going up the middle, they went outside. Jimbo, I wonder if that penalty is actually going to come back and benefit Bandera, where it basically took time off the clock that the Warhorse don't have now to go try to make a score here in the half.
Absolutely. But as we've seen, we've had some explosive plays from the Warhorse special teams. So let's see what happens. Going for 2 are the Bulldogs here to try to tie it up.
That's interesting, feeling like they got to tie it up right now.
So looks like Johnson's going to line up behind center. And before they snap the ball, there is another timeout. That is going to be a timeout by the Bulldogs as well.
Well, they almost have to have that, Jimbo. If you're going to go for 2 right here this early, you've got to make sure it counts.
Absolutely. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Hungry? If so, stop by RJ's, a family-owned and operated business since 2019 where all food is made to order. RJ's proudly supports the Warhorses, Arabians, Colts, and Phillies. Open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7. Stop by at 205 State Highway 132 North in Devine or call 830-521-9967. RJ's. Stay hungry, my friends.
All right, we're back here. Warhorse Stadium, 22-20 in a really fun game here, Smitty.
It is. It's been an exciting game, and hey, this is a big play right here. Jimbo going for 2, Bandera's going for 2. The field goal kicker's been automatic for them, but with the Warhorses getting that 2-point conversion, kind of feeling like they have to get this one, and that says a lot for how the Warhorses, what they feel like the Warhorses are going to go do.
Absolutely, kind of like we need to be on even footing here going in at halftime. All right, so we've got a big 2-point conversion here with 50 seconds left in the first half. Let's see what happens here. Here come the Bulldogs. Johnson's going to line up in quarterback, right side, power move towards the goal line, and he is going to be in for the 2-point conversion.
Boy, I did not think he got across the line, Jimbo, but the man standing right there on the stripe, puts his hand up and calls it a touchdown. So that's going to tie us up at 22. I tell you what, while we're here, Jimbo, check this out. Hondo 13, Crystal City 14.
Oh, wow.
With 6:15 to go in the second quarter. And then Pearsall 3, Carrizo Springs 34 with 4:56 to go.
Oh, my goodness.
In the second quarter. So that's some of your district scores. Thank you, Andy Zapata, for sending that to me.
So we're all tied up here with 50 seconds left. Check out the moon out there, Smitty.
That is beautiful. I was going to comment on that. We must be getting close. Is that Lorenzo or is that?
That is Matt. I think we just had Lorenzo for the 2-point conversion. Hopefully he got it. I wasn't paying attention.
But
yeah.
that we must be getting close to Halloween if we're going to get that color moon coming up.
I think so. I tell you what, speaking of Halloween, we had a little blind taste test. The kids came by for broadcast journalism, asked you and I to participate. We did pretty good, I thought.
I think so. Well, they, you know, if it's going to be a taste test and you're at the high school, I don't know why they'd pick anybody but us.
I don't know why either. I did tell them that they could do the bean and cheese taco challenge next if they want to.
Yeah, I noticed how you threw that one out there. I loved it. You know, and if that one works, here's the kickoff.
Mooskies is going to kick it deep. This is going to be Dubose at the 4-yard line. Here comes Hayden with a full head of steam. He's going to be corralled at the 25-yard line, out to the 26. That's where the horses have it. 43 seconds left.
As I was saying, I noticed how you threw that out there, and Jimbo, if we work this right, I think we could do a burger challenge.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking enchiladas from all the different places
do an
around.
Enchilada challenge. I mean, I don't as good as we did in that challenge.
Yeah. Now I did miss one with the Snickers and Butterfinger. I mean, not Snickers, Butterfinger. It was Snickers and Baby Ruth. Interesting. We'll talk about that. What the difference is between them. Trips right for the horses here. One receiver to the left. Late substitution coming for Bandera. And it looks like Hack's going to keep it. He's got some room here out past the 35-yard line. He'll be brought down there. Gain of 11 on first down.
I'm telling you what, he was brought down by number 21, Brandon Miller. And Brandon Miller might have saved a touchdown because there was a lot of wide open spaces. Bandera was not ready to go. They ran a player onto the field late, as y'all saw. And that almost cost them the touchdown. As we said, you know, did the penalty actually work in Bandera's favor, or the horses are going to be able to march this down and get a quick score?
Trips right again for the horses. Hack's going to look to throw.
Oh,
he's got a man. Nate Ramirez with the catch. Looked like he drug his foot, but they're going to call him out of bounds.
Boy, that's two close calls, Jimbo. Two different games.
I tell you what.
Where the horses have big calls on the sideline. Looked like a great catch by Nate. I tell you what, if he'd have thrown it down the field a little bit more, though, there was but Nate made a beautiful move at about the 45-yard line and was wide open.
Yeah, it looks like Bandera is going to be penalized for having too many men on the field. Penalty coming in on the far side there. So
16 seconds to go. That's going to move the Warhorses, 5 yards, 10 yards? 5 yards closer.
Yeah.
And that was a great play call because he was some kind of open.
Nice little combination route there by the horses, and unfortunately that ball drifted on Hack a little bit. Twins both sides for the horses. Hack's going to look to throw. Got plenty of time. Throws it deep down the field here.
That's a hold.
And that is going to be a PI pass interference against the Bulldogs as Ethan Santos fought to come back to the ball.
He did. That was number 2, Ethan Rutherford. Interesting. Ethan guarding Ethan. Ethan Rutherford with the PI. Now, it's not like the NFL where it's not a spot foul, where it's only going to come back here to the line of scrimmage and move him up. But big play with 10 seconds to go. And a great job by Santos to fight back for the ball to draw that flag.
Really nice play. I tell you what, with that much open space out there, had he been able to get back to the ball, he might have been able to make something happen.
Oh, I agree with you because he's shifty enough to get around him. And what kind of time has Hack had? Those offensive linemen are doing a beautiful job. Here we go. We're moving the ball.
This should be a pretty significant penalty here. I think it's a 15-yarder.
It's a 15-yarder. Should get us down about the 40-yard line.
42-yard line.
42. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 42 with 10 seconds to go. But they're starting to get where Hack can get that ball in the end zone.
Absolutely. See what happens here. Aiden Zapata is going to split wide left. Trips to the right side for the horses. Hack's going to get it and roll to the right. He is going to throw it. This is going to be caught by Nate out of bounds with 3 seconds left.
That was a smart decision. You know, he went, he picked up another 8, 9, 10 yards, and now he can get that ball in the end zone for a jump ball type of play, maybe another penalty, you never know.
Absolutely. Warhorses are going to call a timeout here with 1 play left. We're going to take this timeout with them. We'll be back in just a second.
I'm Christy Parker. I'm here downtown Devine, Texas, of my hometown, where I moved my family back in 2018. As broker owner of Texas Sold, I'm a member of the San Antonio and Victoria MLS. I was 2017 Rising Star Real Estate Agent in Texas, featured in Texas Monthly. I was a top producer in 2019, featured in San Antonio Top Producer Magazine, July of 2020. Now nominated and recognized as a top negotiator, this is not just my job, this is my passion. My clients say, by the end of a transaction, I'm not just their broker, I'm family.
All right, back here at Warhorse Stadium. Bob, if you're watching, buddy, I can't answer it right now. I'll try to call you at halftime. Bob Campsey calling in. I'm sure he's got plenty of critique for the horses. Good game here, Smitty, as we're tied up 22-22, 3 seconds left in the half.
Boy, the Warhorses have put themselves in a great position, Jim, to get a score before half and take back that momentum.
So let's see what happens here. Hack's going to roll to the left. Here comes some pressure late. Hack avoids it, looks to throw. Arm is hit. Looks like the ball came out, and that is going to do it, as there's now 11:59 on the clock there. So
that's interesting.
Looks like that is going to be it for the half. So after one half here, Smitty, we are all tied up 22-22 in a good one. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with the halftime performance of the Warhorse Band. We'll have first half stats, and we'll have some scores along with our senior spotlights. Don't go away, folks. We'll be right back.
A Bushel and a Peck is a Christian-based gift shop offering a variety of unique, affordable Christian faith-based inspirational items like jewelry, home decor, clothing, and candles, with a large section of Bibles and books. They are located on 516 North Teal and open from Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 6. Find them on Facebook or call at 830-663-8144. A Bushel and a Peck, gifts from the heart.
We're excited to announce that Security Bank is now American Momentum Bank, and our partnership with Devine Independent School District continues. While our name has changed, you can still count on our expert bankers' personalized attention and expanded portfolio of products and services specifically designed to help you build your financial momentum. We invite you to visit our Devine Banking Center at 100 East Hondo Avenue and meet our team of bankers who are ready to help you reach your financial goals. Banking on the strength of momentum, American Momentum Bank.
With the mission of continuing support for St. Joseph Catholic Church, along with the Devine community, we strive to find a way to lead men in being the faith leader in their home. Along with faith being the beginning of our mission, charity is our goal. We are able to provide scholarships to students, support the local food bank, and state charities. Knights of Columbus, Council 5192.
County Judge Celeste Brown is a proud supporter of the Devine, Warhorse, and Arabian athletic programs. Go Warhorses and go Arabians. Brown Chevrolet proudly supports Warhorse and Arabian Athletics as this year's lead sponsor for DHS Broadcasting. Located just off I-35 in Devine, Brown Chevrolet is your stop for all things Chevrolet in South Texas. Can't find the vehicle you're looking for on the lot? Call the sales experts at Brown and let them find it for you. Serving the South Texas area for over 50 years, Brown Chevrolet knows how to provide our guests with an excellent car buying experience. Give us a call, 830-665-4435, or visit online at brownchevrolet.com.
Chaparral Ford is proud to be a sponsor of this year's Warhorse and Arabian Athletic Program. Chaparral Ford has been serving Devine and its citizens for over 35 years. For more information, visit the website at www.chaparralford.com or go to the Devine establishment located at 102 County Road 773. Chaparral Ford, the experience is worth the drive.
All right, back here at Warhorse Stadium, halftime. It is 22-22. A good one here at Warhorse Stadium. Coach Schmidt, you're over there diligently working, it looks like, trying to come up with some of the stats.
I'm trying to find some
scores.
stats and waiting for Mr. Zapata, Andy down there on the field, and Mr. James Ornelas to get us the numbers. They're working on getting them all figured up.
Cool.
And then working on getting some stats. But, hey, I know you had some kids come by and see you today.
Absolutely. We had well, first of all, let's talk about this. It is the halftime show, Warhorse Football Halftime Show, brought to you by Chaparral Ford. In business for over 40 years, we learned today before the game, as Jonathan came up and told us that. But we appreciate Zach Morris and all the guys out there at Chaparral Ford volunteering to be our halftime show sponsors this year. We appreciate that.
What was that, F-250 diesel?
I think that's what you were talking about.
Anyway, yeah. My wife probably doesn't want me saying that.
I'm not going to say a word because I'm pretty happy with what I have, and it doesn't take much to convince me. And the last time I was out there, Zach put a pretty good sell on me to try to trade the Jeep in, look for one of those new Broncos, which are pretty nice looking, by the way.
Tell you what, I don't have one of those new Broncos, but I have one of those old Broncos. But anyway, that's another story. Let's get on to these spotlights because you had a couple of kiddos come in there and had a good time with them today.
Yeah, I really did. We had an Arabian team tennis member, and then we had a Warhorse football player. The senior spotlight for the Arabians is Cameron English. Had Cameron in class a couple of years ago. Really neat kid. Senior member of, in fact, the only Arabian senior member of the team tennis team. And she had a really good interview here. Crazy part is there's all kinds of noise in the multipurpose room. You know, it's fourth period, and for whatever reason, everybody was out of class. But I think you can get the gist of what's going on. So here it is, senior Cameron English.
Hi, I'm Cameron English, and I'm the member of the Devine tennis team, and I've been chosen for tonight's senior spotlight. People on the team, they typically call me Cam or Cammy, and probably at school, some of the other hobbies that I do besides tennis and that I'm an active part of is student council, NHS, and the student section at the football games and volleyball games. And some of my hobbies outside of school include working, reading, weightlifting, and I love baking. So. And then since Halloween is approaching, my favorite candy, probably on the chocolate side would have to be Twix, and if not, probably gummy worms. And if I could travel anywhere in the world, it would probably be Peru, because I've been really wanting to hike Machu Picchu. It's been on my bucket list for a really long time. And would I rather only eat breakfast food or dinner foods for the rest of my life? Most definitely dinner, because there's more variety and there's so many choices to choose from rather than breakfast. And probably the healthier choice. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a cook am I? And I'd probably say probably an 8 or a 7. I mean, I can follow a recipe pretty well, but I prefer baking. And one word that best describes me as a person is probably cheerful. I've always been the type of person who goes up to someone always laughing and playing jokes and stuff, so that's a part of who I am. And my favorite sports memory was really hard to choose from, but I would probably say when I won my first tournament freshman year on the varsity team, because it made me feel like I really belonged there, you know? And my plan for after high school is to become an orthopedic surgeon. And that's it.
Neat little interview there with Cameron. She said one word to describe her: cheerful. As you can see in that senior spotlight, she's got a smile on her face the entire time, always chuckling. Pleasure to have her in class. It was fun to catch her. I caught her this morning walking up the stairs, and I was like, you know what, that'd be a perfect senior spotlight for tonight. So glad we got to do that.
And that is the Arabian volleyball team. You started off with them. You ran out of seniors there as well.
We did, and we went to cross country, and we got those seniors, and now we moved on to team tennis, and we're out of there. So we'll just have to figure out where we're going to go next for the senior spotlight. But now, girls basketball started, so might start getting some of my.
That's right. Y'all kicked it off on Wednesday.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I've actually got a little bit of energy left over here tonight, but I've got a feeling I might sleep for about 12 hours tomorrow, if I'm lucky.
It doesn't take long to get it rolling, and I guess if you started Wednesday, you got one more full week, and then you'll be hitting scrimmage time, won't you? Don't you usually go about 10 days until you get to the first
That's
scrimmage?
absolutely right. We have a 1 week of practice next week, and then our first scrimmage is actually scheduled for Monday, November 1st.
God, it's like I did this for 25 years or something.
Yeah, and how crazy is it that we're talking about November 1st being right around the corner?
I'm telling you, we talked about Halloween with that moon coming up. Great shot by Matthew Balderrama over there.
I'm telling you, Baldy's all over it like normal. Hey, Cameron also said favorite Halloween candy, or favorite candy since Halloween's coming up, Twix. And that was one that we got right on our blind taste test.
You knocked that one out of the park with left Twix, which you had the left Twix, I had the right Twix. You called left Twix. Wow, psychotic.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, we also got to visit with someone, and now talk about polar opposites. We've got cheerful, bubbly Cameron, and then we've got quiet Peyton Carr coming in as our Warhorse Senior Spotlight tonight. But Peyton did a great job. He came in, spent some time answering the questions, and I was sitting there thinking, man, I wonder what kind of answers we're going to get. But I think he did a great job, so we'll jump into that. Senior Spotlight's brought to you by State Farm, Mark Kidd Insurance, there to help life go right. Here is our Warhorse Senior Spotlight, Peyton Carr.
Hello, my name is Peyton Carr. I'm number 25 for the Devine Warhorse Football team. I've been selected for tonight's Senior Spotlight. For nicknames, I don't have one. Aside from football, other activities that I do is basketball and robotics team. My interests and hobbies outside of school, they include just playing sports. Since Halloween is approaching this pretty close, my favorite candy is Snickers. If I could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? I wouldn't travel anywhere. I just left Texas. If I would be able to eat breakfast or dinner for the rest of my life, what would I choose? I would choose dinner. Not much of a breakfast guy. On a scale from 1 to 10, how good of a cook am I? I'm a 4, average. What is one word that describes me as a person? Quiet. What is my best sports memory? Playing my first varsity football game. And finally, what would be my plan to do after high school? Go to college and become an electronics engineer. Thanks for watching, everyone.
All right, so there's our senior spotlights. We've got Cameron, who wants to go and be a pediatric doctor, I believe, and then we've got Peyton that wants to go be an electrical engineer. So, some pretty lofty goals there from those seniors.
I tell you what, that's something that gets lost on a lot of people is, we are a small community. We're a small rural community, but we have a lot of kids that leave here and go do some pretty fantastic things, and doctors and electrical engineers and stuff like that are just to name a few of the jobs that some of these kiddos go on and aspire to.
Absolutely, and I think the pediatric doctor is referred to as a pediatrician. I think that's the word I was trying to come up with. Kaylee Ramirez, or Kaylee Doherty, K-Ray, she texted in and said, yes, with all caps, more women in medicine. She's all fired up about that. She's in medical school right now, as is your daughter, Alyssa.
I'm sure we'd be getting a text from Georgia saying the same thing. And she does want to be the pediatric. She wants to be a pediatric oncologist when she gets done. So who knows? Maybe they'll cross paths and it'll be another small world situation.
Absolutely. So a lot of fun with the senior spotlights this morning, getting those put together. So appreciate those kids stopping by.
State Farm Spotlight, still looking for my calendar from Mark.
I know.
Mark's a great guy. I tell you what, he does a lot of great things for the teachers out there. We appreciate everything that Mark does, as we do with all the community members. We have so many community members that step in and help. Hey, Andy got me some stats. You want a commercial or you want to do stats?
No, let's do the stats. Let's knock it out of here.
All right, we got Bandera. We're going to go with the Bandera first. Bandera has had 19 rushes for 85 yards. They are 7 of 11 in the passing department for 82 yards, which makes a total of 167 yards on 30 plays. They've got 9 first downs on those 30 plays.
Okay.
And then the Warhorses have 28 rushes for 252 yards. 1 of 3 in the passing area for 10 yards. That was that nice catch by Nate over here on the sideline. 262 total yards on 31 plays. But 14 first downs for the Horses. That's that ground and pound, move the chains, and go get a touchdown. I guess the stats that really matter, though, Jimbo, is it is 22-22 on the scoreboard, and we have one heck of a half to go.
Absolutely. Really looking forward to this second half. It's a beautiful night here at Warhorse Stadium. If you're watching at home, we appreciate you doing that, watching on YouTube. We getting all kinds of text in here. I just got one on Messenger from Tennessee. Velma used to be Boone here in Devine with her brother Willie. And Ollie, they are in Lebanon, Tennessee, which is just down the road from Tullahoma. She's like, hey,
how about that?
Next time you visit Mom and Dad, come have lunch with us. Velma, you can consider that done. Would love to do it. I used to have an uncle that lived in Lebanon, Tennessee. So know exactly where that is. They're watching. And then Sister Tina is in San Antonio. She's watching as well. So appreciate
every one of those that you named, athletes for Devine.
That's exactly
played
right.
Arabians or Warhorses at some point. So,
yep, good stuff there. And then Victoria Michaelchuk from California with another woo-woo, women in healthcare. So I think she just finished up her doctorate, or within the last couple of years finished up her doctorate. So, you know, a lot of good things. Another former Arabian athlete and Devine grad. So a lot of good things going on.
Yeah, you know, just all kinds of great things going on for the students of Devine. And it's because of the people in Devine, the community members, the teachers that are here helping them out. You know, we talk about the guys, you know, Matthew and Lorenzo do not have to come out and help us put this program on, yet here they are,
I know.
giving back to the community.
Absolutely.
And you see that with the chain gang out there. That's all volunteers that come out every Friday night, every Thursday night to do it. So very blessed to live in a community where everybody wants to participate and help out like that.
Absolutely. Warhorse Band, the award-winning Devine Warhorse Band,
Absolutely.
Division I winning Warhorse Band, taking the field here to warm up. Our roving cameraman, Lorenzo Morales, is on it, as always.
I tell you what, he's going to get out there one of these days. Mr. Miller is going to be like, get out of my marching. But
well, the concession stand didn't run him out, so,
well,
you know.
no. So that's all good things. Hey, Jimbo, how about a couple of scores while we're here?
Let's do it.
All right. So trying to go get some area scores. Medina Valley has Lockhart. Medina Valley is up 14-7. Here's an interesting score I found, or I thought. Bernie Somerset. Bernie up 23-14 over
wow.
Somerset. Pleasanton Uvalde. Pleasanton's up 38-8. The Carrizo Pearsall score has gone to 41-3.
Oh, my.
And that Hondo Crystal City score is still 14-13 Crystal City, at least what I've been able to find. Now, there may be some updated scores out there. If you got them, send them in. I'll be happy to kick them out to you guys. But that's some of the local scores. Natalia is open this week. That's the score we usually try to give. And I did text Eric Smith, like I said, and he was telling me that huge game for Natalia is they're going to play Poth, and it's probably for the district championship.
That's right. That'll be next week.
That'll be next week. So we want to wish our neighbors to the north good luck when they face the
most
Poth
definitely,
Pirates.
yeah. Absolutely. So Warhorse Band is fixing to take the field here. We're going to bring you as much of this as we can. I like to mess with Will and say we're going to commercial right before it, and then him and Miranda get pretty upset. But we're not going to do that. We wouldn't do that to the mighty marching Warhorse Band. Hey, the captain, Will Hillum, said he's coming out of retirement, going to officiate something.
I heard that. That.
It's perfect time to get back into coaching basketball. You can yell at the captain.
Well, if I'm lucky enough to get the captain to officiate one of my games, I'm sure we can have a conversation on the sideline.
Absolutely. All right, folks, here is the Warhorse Marching Band, the award-winning Division I area advancing Warhorse Band. Let's crank up the microphone here, and we'll step away and let y'all enjoy this.
That's what Yeah. Are you failing? No, I think you're better not. Good.
Aaron, you're failing? No, I'm not. I
Better not be failing. If you're failing, you got to see me every day after practice. So you're ready for practice. If you're failing, you're going to have an extra 15 minutes of punishment. Right, Coach? Y'all are the nail biter tonight, boys. Gotta get that line going. Yep. Get that line fired up, Coach. What's up, Jimbo?
All right. That is a man. The camera guys are all over it on the band performances.
They're right in there. It's a great job of the drum major up there. While great videos of Brian Schaefer in his solo. I mean, Lorenzo was right there, and I'll tell you what. These kids did a great job. You know, that's got to be a little intimidating with a camera right there in your face. Kids did a great job. Never missed a beat.
Did not. They did not. And got the, I think it's called the front ensemble down there.
Yes.
The kiddos.
Yes, I don't know.
There.
I say yes. I don't know. I'm going to take your word for it.
We should ask Sherry Miller when she walks by here. Hey, is that the front ensemble, the little xylophone and all that? And down the...
Yes, that's the front ensemble.
Wow,
hey, look at you busting it out.
Did you do it right? I'm so proud.
I know.
Yeah. We had the cameraman right down there.
Our roving camera guy on it.
Front is called the front ensemble. Marimba, all the cymbals, any of the extra equipment, any of that good stuff.
There you go.
All right, anything that you put on that front row, the marimbas, the xylophones, all of those cymbals and the extra little goodies, that's all your front ensemble.
Well, so we've all been educated today, ladies and gentlemen.
Us, you are now educated.
I tell you what, and y'all, you need to get out there and have these parents watch. We try to get out there, and our cameraman did a great job. We got Brian Schaefer solo up close and personal, just like this.
Brian Schaefer is an amazing student. Hey, look at that
look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Him.
You ever seen him anywhere?
You know, he's real familiar.
Yeah, he looks familiar.
That's the first time he's ever been referred to as cute.
No, I actually had a student ask me one time, Mrs. Miller, why do you have a picture of Mr. Miller on your desk?
Let's see. Can
I said,
ask that question again?
Now, think that through just for a second. Just for a second. No, Brian Schaefer is a very talented young man. We're super proud of him.
He is. He's in a little bit of everything, too. That kid is all over the place.
Yeah, he is just a great kid. But we have had the best students this year, and they have worked so hard. We had basically two groups of kids who had never marched before, the freshmen and the sophomores, and they have just stepped up. And great kids. Just
we even talked about that very thing on on the pregame today.
Well, look at you guys. You know us better than we do.
I read Mr. Miller's emails. But congratulations to y'all and good luck.
Thank you.
A week from tomorrow.
Woo, y'all have a good night.
You too.
Thank you, ma'am. Little impromptu interview there with Sherry Miller. Nice.
Hey, you just never know. You walk through this booth, you might get the headset.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. Well, we're ready to go here. Friesenhan is going to do the kick here. Short kick fielded by Bandera. Let's see.
That was number 18, Jimbo Zachary Lohorn with the fair catch, sliding to his knees to make the catch. And they are trying to secure that. You know, that little short kick went well for the Warhorses against Hondo, where we got a couple of those. And, you know, we didn't get to Coach Taylor's interview at the halftime like we normally do. And he talked about that, how that was really a game changer in here. And you know, we haven't seen their punters tonight, but he talked in our interview about how good Bandera's punters are.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for Bandera. Ball rest at the 43. This is going to be a handoff right up the middle, and that is going to be stuffed as Brock Johnson goes nowhere there, Smitty.
There was no room for him to go. There was Warhorses everywhere. Corey Dirk, Carter Fauble, Jared Fernandez, just all kinds of Warhorses in there, and that's going to bring a 3-yard loss to.
How about our camera guy? He just came running through here to tell the clock operator to start the clock.
Did he really?
Yeah. Baldy's all over it.
I tell you what, we have some great help, that's for sure. That ball's going to be thrown out there.
Throw that one. Nice job, Sammy Guardiola knocking it away at the last second.
Fantastic play by Guardiola. Jimbo, both of those two young men laid out. Guardiola won that battle with getting the paw in there, and he had great position on that coverage.
Absolutely. We like to give the Baba buoys for the big hit, but that might be a Baba buoy.
That might be a Baba buoy right there.
3rd down and 13 here. Big down here as the Warhorse defense trying to get the initial stop here in the 3rd quarter. Flags on the play. They're going to blow it dead. Let's see what happened here.
Well, Jimbo, we went quarter and a half before we had our first flag. We didn't even make it
30 seconds.
We didn't even make it 30 seconds before we had our first flag in this half. So.
Hey, Schmitty, look at the monitor right now. We have got many cheer camp kiddos. This is one of the biggest nights of the year as all the little ones come in and get to cheer at the Warhorse football game. How awesome is that?
That is fantastic. And all these young ladies participated in cheer camp over the summer that our cheerleaders and our sponsor, Coach Thompson, host. And then they get, one night under the lights.
Absolutely.
To come out there and cheer. What a dream come true for some of these young ladies.
Cool. All right, here we go. Penalty was on Bandera. It's going to back him up. This is going to be out in the flats. Well played by the Horses. That's going to be a loss of 1 on the play.
That was Marcus Rodriguez, Jared Fernandez. Who else did I see over there? Jimbo. Mason Martinez. 74, Zach Martinez. They were just all over the ball.
Yeah, the penalty backed up Bandera, and then a great play there by the defense. So 4th down here for the Bulldogs. So exactly what the Warhorse defense was looking for.
And now this is the punter that we talked about in the interview, and he had a leg when we were watching him warm up. Watch the fake.
Yeah.
Bobby.
Nice kick here. This is Moose Keys, the kicker. Ball is going to be muffed there. Looks like Nate's going to get back on it inside the 30-yard line.
There's a flag thrown down right there, and I think that might be for jumping onto Nate.
We'll see what happens here.
But I'm not positive about that.
More mini cheer campers for you.
Can you make an announcement about picking up mini cheer campers? Parents, make sure you pick up your mini cheer
campers. Got the phone call from the cheer sponsor saying, hey, let's make sure we pick up those kids after they come down and cheer. So parents do a great job every year. Here we go back to live action. Warhorses have it 1st and 10 from the 29. Hack's going to be under center. This is going to be a Raider sweep. We've got some room there for Santos. He's got the corner. He's going to cut back into Bandera territory down to the 45. Nice play there on 1st down for the Horses.
Boy, that was a
20 plus.
That was a great run by Santos because I keep losing my thing. Ethan Rutherford, number 2, had a chance to tackle Santos in the backfield. Another one of those Ethan on Ethan matchups. And Santos just outran him to the corner and then a beautiful pickup out to the 45-yard line. And that kid can turn on the jets when he hits the corner, Jimbo.
Absolutely. In the end zone 3 times already tonight, looking for a 4th. Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 45. Pitch back. This is going to be Gabe Esquivel. He's going to stay on his feet past the 40, down to the 38-yard line. That's 39, excuse me. That's going to be a gain of 6 on.
I tell you what, Jimbo, something interesting. I have those 2 young men, Esquivel, Gabe, and Ethan Santos, in class together, along with Sammy. And for the noise that those boys make on the field, they don't say anything in the classroom.
No, they do not. 2nd down and 4 upcoming here. Pitch back, Santos right side, cuts back. 1st down yardage as he's past the 35-yard line, or out to the 35-yard line.
And that was Liam DeMarchi that brought him down, and not before he didn't picked up the 1st down yardage, Jimbo.
More mini cheer campers on your screen right now. Don't know what age group this is, but pretty good group of them there.
But they're out there giving it a go. Future Arabian cheerleaders.
Warhorse and Arabian cheerleaders, yeah. Absolutely. Here we go, back to it. Dubo's little motion in the backfield. This is going to be pitched back. Gabe Esquivel trying to go wide this time. He's going to cut it back. Strung out by Bandera. Still, though, a gain of 1, maybe 2 on the play.
Jimbo, he should have been stopped 2 yards deep in the end zone. Finds a little sliver of a hole, and then, Coach Eads talked to us about this in some of the interviews early on. It's just falling forward and making sure you drive forward and finish the run. You finish the run. Don't let them finish you.
Absolutely. Gabe was able to get 2 on the play. It's going to make it a 2nd down and 8 here for the Horses.
And Gabe, Ethan, and Sammy are all sophomores. Wow.
Absolutely.
Exciting times for the Warhorses in the future.
Shotgun look for the Horses this time. Looks like Aiden Zapata is going to be split wide left. Hack, keeper, right up the middle to the 30-yard line.
Looked like Bandera was ready for that play. They'd seen that before, either on film or once or twice tonight. Brought the Hack down at the 30-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and, what's that, Jimbo? About 5.5 yards. It's not quite a full 6, but.
I think you're right there, Smitty, and like we were talking about, this is that part of the field where you're looking at 4-down territory. Don't have to get it all right here.
Correct. You know right here, Coach Gomez is going to go for it on 4th down. You just want to pick up half of it or more, and then you never know what will happen.
Here we go, Hack under center. This is going to be the Raider sweep again. And this is going to be played better by Bandera, but nice job finishing the run for Santos inside the 25.
Not good enough, Jimbo. They did. Can't take anything away from the Bulldogs. They did play it better, but Santos got the yardage to gain. If I'm right, that ball's past the 24-yard line, so that is going to be a 1st down. And again, you hit the nail on the head. It's the way he finished the run.
Absolutely. Yeah, put his shoulder down, finished the run, drove forward enough for the 1st down.
Hey, I got a text in earlier. Coach Beatty, leaving one of his volleyball match, said he's going to listen to the game on the radio as they drive home.
Awesome. All right, here we go. Pitch back. Santos cuts back. He's going to be inside the 20-yard line, gain of about 4 on the play.
Great little jump cut right in the middle of the hole by Santos to pick up. What does that look like? Probably about 5 yards on that play, 4.5, 5. So it brings up about that same yardage.
More mini cheer campers there on the sideline for you. Hey, shout out Mark Navarro. He said shout out to the mini cheer campers. His daughter Anna E. out performing tonight as well as one of the mini cheer campers.
There we go.
I think I got the pronunciation right. We'll see. 2nd down and 6 for the Horses. Santos right side, big hold there, tripped up as he was getting through it. Still down to the 14.
If he could have kept his feet, Jimbo, I think he had a little spot in the corner of that end zone that he was eyeing. But that does move the chains. It is enough to get the 1st down. That puts the ball down inside the 15-yard line at the 13. So the Horses have a good drive going in their first possession in the second half.
Yeah, I think we might lose our scoreboard camera here in a minute. We might have to do some work on it. It's saying that its battery's going dead, so we might have to check our connections. We'll work on it here in a second. Pitch back, Gabe Esquivel this time, left side. He's going to be inside the 10. down to the 7-yard line. That's a nice gain of 7 on first down. It's probably where it's connected in there somewhere. Tell you what, we keep calling these young guys from the Warhorses, Santos, Esquivel, but how about the big boys up front? Cannon Ramirez, Carter Fauble, Hayden Brummage.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's see, I'll get to the rest of them here in a second. Here we go, second down, pitch back right side. Santos, he is going to be inside the 5. Looks like it's going to be close to yardage for a first and goal here. It will be first and goal for the Horses.
Jimbo, I've unplugged that and replugged it. Other than taking the battery out.
Well, there's a good chance I maybe never even plugged it in, Schmitty.
Well, I thought.
More mini cheer campers there. Here we come back to the play. Warhorses going quick. Pitch back left side. I believe that's X Contreras in for the Warhorse touchdown. Oh, that's Gabe Esquivel, I believe. That's what we get for messing with all of our equipment there.
Well, we're pretty good at screwing that up this year.
Warhorse is in for the touchdown, 28-22. Warhorse offense staying on the field here for the 2-point attempt. Let's see what the Horses dial up. Looks like they're going to get to the line quick. Pitch back right side, Santos. He is going to go wide, and he is going to be hit but drive in for the 2-point conversion. So that will make it 32-22. And if you don't believe me, Baldy will scroll over and get it for us. 5:22 left to go. We're going to work on our camera when we come back. Hopefully we've got that figured out. We'll be back in a second. This is Warhorse Football.
State Farm agent Mark Kidd is here to help life go right. Mark and his trusty staff can help you and your family with all of your insurance needs. From auto, home, health, and life insurance to banking products and financial planning, Mark and his staff are there to help. Stop by the office at 700 West Hondo in Devine or call 830-665-2807. Visit on the web at www.markkid.com. Mark Kidd and State Farm, here to help life go right.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
All right, we're back. We're trying to figure out the camera over here. We're working on it. Here's a high short kick. Ball is going to bounce.
Uh-oh, it's out. It's out. It's still loose.
Bandera tries to cover it there, Smitty. Didn't go 10 yards, so the Warhorses couldn't get it. Bandera jumps on top of it, but the ball comes loose, so the Warhorses have a chance at this.
They do.
See what they say here. And they are going to say that, well, we don't know. See, Lorenzo will get right down in the middle of it. You'll see by the response. There it is. Warhorses look like they're going to have the ball. So Warhorses go with the little pooch punt, or little pooch kick, excuse me. Doesn't go 10 yards, doesn't even go 5 yards, but Bandera touches it. Ball comes loose. First one to touch it was Bandera, so it should be Warhorse ball here.
And there's lots of discussion going on in there.
You listen to the fans up here by us, they know what's going on. Let's see what they're going to say. They're pointing somewhere to Bandera. They're pointing to the ball. They are going to say first down for the Horses. So big play on special teams again for the Warhorses. And I know, Schmitty, you're over there working on that camera, but there's actually a menu function in there where you can make it change where it points to. It'll go to internal memory instead of the memory card. But we'll get Matt to cover the scoreboard if you want, and you can get back into the game here, buddy. So you can go to external memory. Handoff is going to be to Esquivel, sweep left, and he is going to be out for first down, out into Bandera Bulldog territory, but there is a flag on the play.
There is some laundry out on the field, Jimbo. That's right at the 50-yard line, so had to see what that was. Heck of a run by Esquivel getting out around there, and the Warhorses have come out in the second half, and they are playing at another level of intensity, which I'm sure that's what Coach Gomez wanted. I'm sure it's what he talked about over there in the locker room at halftime. You know, they knew they were going to be in a dogfight, no pun intended. But they came out, they were ready, and now they've come out re-energized and ready to go. And we talk about it all the time. You know, a lot of times the team that's the most excited is the team that gets things done. You know, it seems like in this second half thus far, it's been your Warhorses that have been the most excited team.
Absolutely.
And I'm doing all the talking, so I guess y'all have figured out Coach Jay is now working on the camera. We're about to throw this somewhere over the fence.
Yeah, we might have to call on one of our sponsors to donate a new one for us here, as it looks like this camera is on its last legs. But we will see. Looks like it's giving us a memory card issue there, Schmitty.
Yeah, that looks like the penalty is going to be against the Warhorses. Backed them up to the 40-yard line. I was not looking down there to see what the call was. I am sorry, but I'm sure Balderrama was right on it because he's been on top of everything today. And
well, we at least have a picture coming back on the camera. We'll get to it in a second here. 1st and 15 for the Horses after the penalty.
Another flag on the play.
Another flag. Nice play by Bandera defensively as Ethan Santos is tripped up on the play.
That was number 8, Jesus Cardenas, that tripped him up. It's going to be interesting to see what this flag was. You know, the Warhorses did a great job early on in the game, not committing many penalties, and we don't need to get that stuff started right now. Jimbo, I know it's still flashing in there, but at least you got the scoreboard up there, I think.
We can. It might be a little bit annoying for our viewers at home that are watching on the big screens.
Yeah, for the flashing.
But we at least have it up there. At least give us a chance to get back to the school at some point this week and look at it in all of my free time that I'll be having.
Wow, how about this penalty? This penalty is going to go against the Bulldogs, and it is going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Warhorses. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line. So
I didn't catch the penalty there.
I missed it again. We'll have to get back into this game and concentrate on what's really important here.
Yeah, let's see. Officials are going to get together, talk about a few things, and see. I guess it was just a 5-yard penalty. We're still stuck on 1st down.
I think you're right.
So, sorry, Bob, didn't get to you at halftime, but I'm sure I'll get my morning 8 o'clock phone call from Bob Campsey tomorrow morning, which I'm looking forward to. All right, here we go. 1st down, 10 for the Horses. Pitch back, Santos. Big surge by the Warhorses there, and Santos has 10 yards, and most of that was just in a pile of people.
I tell you what, look at all those Warhorses coming out of that pile. They just moved that pile as a group. Santos turning those legs, all those linemen turning their legs. Excellent job. You know, Jimbo, I miss seeing Bob at the games. You could always count on seeing Bob standing at the fence, giving you a score prediction, you know, and letting you know.
Yeah, like 72-0.
Yeah, you know, his predictions were usually pretty
one-sided for the Horses.
Skewed towards the Warhorses side, but you know what? That's what a true fan. That is your true fan.
Absolutely. Here we go. 1st down for the Horses. Ball at the 45. This is run to the right side by the Horses again. A 10-yard run, and look at the push by the Warhorses here. That was a hack just on the direct snap there, Smitty.
You know, you see that he's such a tough running quarterback. You almost just think of him as a back there, almost like it's in the Wildcat every time because he runs so tough.
Getting the viewers texting in, said the penalty was offsides on Bandera. That makes perfect sense. Got the 5 yards back that the Warhorses gave up, kept it down. So appreciate that. I think that was Joe that sent that one in. And I keep saying I think it's Joe because, Joe, apparently I never put your number in my phone. So we will see. All right, pitch back to Xavier Contreras, left side. He's got a gap there. Still on his feet as he gets close to the 20-yard line. Brought down at the 22. That's another 1st down for the Horses.
Another flag on the play, Jimbo, way over there, right next to the pink flag.
Uh-oh.
Could you announce for the parents to pick up their kids one more time? Please, thank you.
So let's see what we get here. Got some stuff coming in on Facebook Messenger.
penalty is going against the horses. I'm sorry, Jimbo.
How about this? Can we mention Faith and Hunter Austin? They're watching their dad, Doc Reuben Austin, on the sideline. They're really hoping to hear their name on the TV, so you got it. That's coming in from Brittany O'Brien. Thanks, Brittany, for texting that in. And, yeah, absolutely, shout out to Faith and Hunter.
Who are we talking about? Hunter?
Yeah.
That little dude likes to high-five me all the time. You know what? He's not a little dude anymore.
No, he's not.
Hunter is growing like a weed.
I tell you what, he spends some time doing a little bit of everything, playing some baseball.
I tell you what,
golf course.
They are always out there. Pretty good little golfer.
And saw some pictures of Faith cheering at St. Louis School over there. So
Uh-huh.
How about that?
You should have I'll talk about Faith in just a second.
Proud dad, Reuben on the sideline, trainer for the Warhorses. Penalty against the horses there, backs him up. Hack's going to look to throw. He's got Mason
nice
Martinez.
job.
Mason's still
Great
on
job.
his feet. He's going to take this one to the house.
Whoa, wee wah.
Touchdown horses. Whoa, whoa, wee wah.
That was a great run by Martinez once he caught the ball. Looked like they were going to get him by the shoestrings, but Martinez said no, sir.
No, nice job, nice catch, and then run by Mason Martinez. And how about that bullet by Hack right between the 1 and the 7?
Did you see him double clutch it? Like, oh, wait, he's not open. There he is. Boom. And then he gunned it in there. Nice job. Great response by the Warhorses coming out after the halftime.
Warhorses going for 2 again. Pitch back left side. This is going to be Contreras, and he is going to be in. Touchdown Horses. They'll extend their lead out to 38-22.
I saw Doc and family out at the Missions this summer, the Missions baseball games, watching the Chanclas play, and we couldn't get Faith to say a whole heck of a lot. And then one of the baseball players came over and took pictures with her at the back of the dugout, and she got the biggest smile on her face, and she was happy to be at the Missions game. So, out there watching the Chanclas play. So, and great to see him out there.
Absolutely. And you know what? I've got to give a shout out to Mom, Brianne Austin, as well, because I know if I don't mention something to her, she will give me some grief the next time I see her. So,
well, and she probably should.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, appreciate them tuning in tonight. Again, appreciate all that Doc does helping get these kids with the nicks and bruises and bangs and cuts and scrapes and everything else back up on the field and on the court for us.
That is so true. He keeps the kids rolling, keeps them playing. You know, you heard about the nicks and the bumps from the coaches in the pregame interview. You know, that's part of what goes on out here. By this time, they're 8, 9, 10
absolutely.
weeks into this. There's going to be some bumps and bruises, and without a trainer to keep them going, you just not going to make it through your season.
Absolutely not. All right, here we go. Friesenheim's going to have the pooch kick again, and this ball is going to be fielded by Bandera right at the 45-yard line.
Boy, that was fielded by number 9, Dylan German, and he did a heck of a job catching it because Nate and Aiden Zapata looked like they were trying to take that away from him.
Yeah, it did. It looked like he did not call a fair catch, and they were trying to strip that ball as he brought it down.
They certainly were. A little update on your district scores. Hondo's now regained the lead. They are up 20-14 with 9:50 to go in the third quarter. And Carrizo continues to pour it on Pearsall 47-3.
See, I'm looking through my messenger here. Yep, Brianne had texted me earlier about Hunter and Faith. So, yep, see, told you I was going to catch some grief.
Well, and since you didn't read that one, yeah, absolutely.
Here we go. Bandera, this is going to be quarterback keep. Well played by the Horses. That's going to be a loss.
Is that the cannonball?
That is the cannonball.
Jimbo, he was right out there in the scoop and score territory.
He was. Tyler Moore, no gain there. In fact, a loss of about 5 on that play.
That was a great job by Cannonball getting out there, and I'm telling you, he was out in no man's land, Jim. If that ball comes out, that was our play for our guy.
Oh, we would have been going crazy
here
for sure. Just got a text in that Hondo is back on top of Crystal City 2014.
I swear I just said that.
I know. I don't pay attention to a whole lot. I'm just reading what's coming across my phone here. All right, here we go. 2nd and 15. Handoff right up the middle, and again, no gain. Warhorse D showing up here in the third quarter, Schmitty.
Boy, they've come out there and they are fired up, just as that offense is. Zach Martinez, number 74, in the middle of that. Colt Hackabill, number 64. Oh, we got a story about Colt. We might have to.
We do.
We might have to let this one go a little bit in a little while. Wow. I haven't been on Princess Cruise Line in a while. But
I have not either. But that is a great story. Yeah, it's always fun to get to be out, interact with the kids, especially on a Friday. Everybody seems to be in a good mood on Friday.
Yeah, that's it.
3rd down and long here, 3rd and 13 for the Bulldogs. Moore's looking to throw. This ball is going to be caught. That's going to be good for a first down. That's 21, Brandon Miller.
Got a flag thrown on the sideline, and it's going to be a sideline warning against the Warhorses. I'm hoping it's just a warning. That pass play was complete for the first down, but I see the line judge. He was trying to get up the line, and the coaches were out there celebrating the play. There it is, sideline warning.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I think Coach Poppy was out trying to make some corrections, getting to his DBs. Yeah, just a warning there, no penalty. So ball moves up to the 45-yard line or 44-yard line on the play. Tell you what, Schmitty, how about this third quarter by the Warhorses?
They have really found their focus, come out and played a fantastic second half up until this point. Let's get that defense to get a stop right here and keep the good vibes rolling.
Clock running with about a minute. Moore's looking to throw. He's going to throw this deep. Up in the air. That is going to be brought down.
That is caught by Sammy Guardiola.
Sammy Guardiola with the pick. Let's see. There's a flag on the play.
And I tell you what, Jimbo, there was some contact both ways. That's almost one of those plays where I think you probably just don't make a call. That's probably the contact with both of them arm fighting, because who do you really call that foul on?
Absolutely. And I think they might be – I'm a little worried that the official did not mark the spot. He came up to tell the white hat, and they are going to say it is pass interference against the Warhorses. I guess they're going to say Sammy made the first contact out there, Schmitty.
I guess they did. So, again, going back to high school, they're going to call it on the Warhorses. The ball has to come back to the line of scrimmage, and then they're going to mark off the pass interference yardage. It is going to give Bandera a first down. I just got a text in that says, I swear I just said that, with a smiley face. But I don't know who said it.
Well, I just got awesome job, guys, from Tim Gutierrez, class of 05, and Melissa Gutierrez, class of 06. They're
awesome.
watching tonight. Appreciate that.
Appreciate it. I tell you what, it makes me happy all these people like hearing us, but my goodness, do they have nothing else to do?
Well,
You know what it is? It's not us, Jimbo. It's the good entertainment that's out there on the field.
That's exactly right. Looking to throw again. This ball incomplete, intended for Alex Dirk.
Good job by Marcus Rodriguez on the coverage there. And again, and we've said it several times tonight, probably going to keep saying it because I just can't say enough how good Matthew Balderrama and Lorenzo Morales do, helping us out, being here. Again, Lorenzo down there all over the field. Matthew up here. Matthew with the technology help all the time. He's just been phenomenal resource.
Wonderful. Great resource there. And had Matt out on the podcast the other night. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, Moore looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to throw this one up deep down the field. And that ball is going to be caught at the 1-yard line.
Boy, that was a heck of a catch. Nate Ramirez right there, that ball was thrown in where only one person could have caught that ball, and he made a fantastic catch. Great defense by Nate.
That one person was Ethan Rutherford. So Bandera with a little life here, 48 seconds left. First and goal. 48 seconds left in the third.
Yeah.
So Warhorse is up 2 scores, but Bandera looking to make this a game here. Handoff coming, and that is going to be a stop by the Warhorse defense. And that will be a big loss.
That's a big stop by the Warhorse defense. Coach Villa got them fired up. And that is, a 7-8 yard loss, Jimbo? Moves the ball back to, I guess it's about a 6-yard loss. Moves the ball back to the 7-yard line.
Hey, I just got a text here from Tim Gutierrez. He said, no, we're parents. We don't have anything better to do than to watch tonight. So.
You know what, Tim? I completely understand what you're saying. I've been there. I've driven to every game on the planet, it seems like.
Absolutely. Here we go. 7 seconds left.
And wouldn't miss them for the world, would we?
Roll out, looking to throw. Running out of room, will throw across his
picked
body.
Off.
Picked off. Warhorse defense.
Sammy Guardiola got the pick, Jim.
That is going to be a touchback.
Yes,
that is
sir.
A Baba Booey.
That is a Baba Booey. That is a heck of a catch by Sammy Guardiola and keeping his feet as he went out of bounds. Fantastic job. And there's that Warhorse stop that you were looking for.
Absolutely. Finishing off the quarter in style there as the third quarter ends. We're going to step away. We will be back here in a moment. This is Warhorse Football.
It's so hot.
Try wearing this number for over 100 years.
Ah!
I'm getting the vapors. You should call the AC guys.
Okay, but which ones?
The AC guys.
Which ones?
The AC
guys.
The AC Guys are proud supporters of your Devine Warhorses and Arabians athletic teams and are a local family-owned business that caters to all your residential and light commercial needs.
Who are you gonna call?
The AC Guys!
All right, we're back here. Start of the fourth quarter.
Hey, Jimbo.
What's up, Schmitty?
I was just thinking how comfortable I am at this Bandera game.
Absolutely.
I'm sitting here wearing shorts. The wind is not blowing 7,000 miles an hour. I'm not about to blow off the top of the press box. Scott Herring is not hanging on for dear life.
No.
Up there to the camera.
No, that was a crisp 60 degrees last year when we were in Bandera with about a 35-mile-an-hour sustained wind coming right into our face. Yeah, much more comfortable tonight.
Much more comfortable. Scott Herring, thanks for that flashback.
Yep. Hey, also, let's see, we'll talk about this when the Warhorse start. From the 20 here, Hack's going to pitch back. This is going to be Esquivel coming to the left side. Gain of 1.
Tough sledding for Gabe on that run. Bandera ready for the quick pitch.
Yep. Said, hello, Jim and Gary. You guys are the best. Tommy Weisinger, class of 1965.
How about
Appreciate that, Tommy. Thanks for texting in. Also have another one here. I'm just moving all over the place. We'll call the game, too. At least try to. 2nd down and 9 for the Horses. This is going to be handoff. Dubo's fullback.
Oh,
He's
there he is. There's that speed, Jimbo.
40-yard line.
Wah-wah-wee-wah.
50,
Wah-wah-wee-wah.
40, one man to beat. He is going to get drugged down at the 20-yard line. But Hayden Dubo's middle name Bullet, and he looked like one right there.
That's your fullback, ladies and gentlemen. He's not rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. He's out there sprinting for a huge 60-yard, 65-yard gain.
Nice run there by Dubose. It looks like he is brought down at the 18-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Looks like about a 62-yard scamper by your fullback. Excellent job. Right on cue as you were talking about him.
Here we go. Warhorses in business, 1st and 10 in the red zone once again. Hack's going to come up under center. No rush by the Horses as the clock runs under 11 minutes here. Pitch back. This is going to be Esquivel right up field, and he gets drugged down. Gain of about 3 on the play.
Hey, Jimbo, I got one over here. Just came in. Got one from Lico.
All right.
He said, ball don't lie. Nice pick, number 2. And
yeah.
Must be basketball season.
I think so.
But I'd have to agree with him. I don't know how you make that call one way or the other with those two guys, down there fighting. But Sammy definitely got the win in the end with the pick in the end zone.
Absolutely. All right, here come the Horses, 2nd down and 8. Ethan Santos in motion, pitch back to him. He's going to bounce it back, reverse the field. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown number 4 for Ethan Santos.
Wow.
Wah-wah-wee-wah.
There he is. Wah-wah-wee-wah. He scored 4 touchdowns. You probably deserve one of those, Jimbo.
I think so. That right there, Coach Smith, was a dash for the stash.
That was a dash for the stash. I like it. I like it.
Always give Ethan a little bit of a hard time trying to grow the mustache. So, we gave him some grief about the mustache and told him I was going to use that one at one point, and that's what it was, the dash for the stash.
I tell you what, he dashed it to the right, and there was nothing doing, and he dashed it to the left then, didn't he?
He did. Warhorse is up 44-22, going for 2 once again. Hack under center. And this is going to be Hack rolling, looking to throw back of the end zone. Mason Martinez, great catch.
Oh, my goodness.
Just a little bit out of bounds. I think he was about a yard and a half out of bounds on that back corner there.
He was, and I tell you what, that was a heck of a throw by Hack. But Bullet Dubose was all by himself at the front of the goal line.
44-22, Warhorses have doubled up the Bandera Bulldogs here. 10-12 left to go in this one. We're going to be back in a second.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
All right, back here at Warhorse Stadium. Warhorse is in control here, 44-22.
Jimbo, it's been like a new team in the second half for the Warhorses.
Absolutely. You know, my little trip down to the facilities made me feel like a new man at halftime here, too. A little too much water pregame.
I'll tell you what, suppose we don't, Coach Quiz, if you're out there in radio land, we need a facility up here. Yes. And we could use an air conditioner most nights. However, tonight it's beautiful.
Beautiful night.
Beautiful night.
And if you want to throw in the elevator or escalator, we're for that too.
Yeah, did y'all add bleachers to this stadium? Because it was higher to get up here this year.
We've been gone for a month. I think they added about 10 rows while we were gone.
I think you're right.
Friesenhahn's short kick, that is going to be fielded by Bandera. They've done a pretty good job, except for that one that was really short. Bandera's really played that well.
They have. They've done a good job fielding that. That was number 58 of all things. All numbers, Bryce Clemens sure-handedly receiving that ball.
If they put a 50-something number on the front line there, you know they've got some pretty good hands.
That's for sure.
So, hey, I got to go. Warhorses in. Janet Jaramillo Zamora, class of 1987. Janet, we appreciate you texting in. Got that in via Facebook. So,
I'll tell you what, it's exciting how many ex-Warhorses and Arabians text in. You know, and
how many people from the state of Tennessee texted today?
Today, Tennessee was well represented.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
Big collision in the backfield there as the Warhorses blew up the mesh point right there.
Boy, I'm telling you what, was that Corey Dirk, number 70, that did that?
I believe that was.
That was Corey Dirk. He was all over that mesh point and just blew that up.
I think George Sines finished it off for the Warhorses as he brought the quarterback down.
Big George Sines with the best hair in the school.
He does have some sweet hair.
He does. He's got the best locks in the hair in the business.
That's going to be a penalty there.
That's a pass to the quarterback.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, they snapped it before anybody could get set on this right side for Bandera.
And
so
Jimbo,
that could have been a big play.
You don't say that very often. A pass to the quarterback?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a throwback pass, but that was straight up snap to the running back.
Well, that wildcat we've been seeing a little bit there.
But that is going to cost them 5 yards, moving back.
Yep.
That'll bring up a, what is that, second and
10. Or maybe 20, I'm sorry. They marked them off 10.
Well, they'd already had the loss. When Dirk blew it up, they had the about the 3 or 4 yard loss. So probably about 18.
Not quite 10, yeah. Second and 18 here. Bandera looking to throw. They're going to go one-on-one to the outside. And Sammy's going to have another pick.
Sammy said, don't throw at me, baby. Don't throw at me.
Absolutely not. Their first down for the Horses is Sammy Guardiola, pick number 2 of the night.
Wait a minute. Is that Sammy? That's not
no,
Sammy.
I'm sorry.
That's Xavier Contreras.
That is.
That's Xavier Contreras with the pick.
I'm telling you what, maybe we can get like a binocular company to sponsor us next year.
I feel bad because of all the names that we messed up, Mr. 99 is the name we messed up the most often.
Absolutely. Let's see. Uh-oh. Is Lorenzo trying to – I think Lorenzo's trying to get us. Where's he at down there?
He's out on the other side of the cheerleaders over there.
Oh, there he is.
There we go.
What's up there, Lorenzo?
Hey, thank you, sir.
Appreciate you there, roaming camera guy, getting our nice perch up here.
He's got everybody.
Baldy had to come tell us he was looking for us, but yeah, 9:25 left. Warhorses take over after the interception. 1st and 10 at the 40. Here is Marcus Rodriguez.
Oh, nice bounce,
through the left side and the Bandera territory down to the 45.
Boy,
nice
that was
run.
Great job by Marcus bouncing that to the outside, getting the first down yardage and then some.
Hey, we've got all kinds of tidbits coming in here. Hayden is named Bullet after his great-grandpa, Bullet Cochran. How about that?
Wow.
Just got another message in here. This is coming in Facebook Messenger. Nathan A. Rotrammel saying it is so fun watching Coach Rotrimmel get animated on the sidelines.
I'm glad y'all can see that.
There. Yeah.
I'm glad y'all can see that because we start to comment on that on occasion and like, you know, the coaches do get a little animated on occasion.
1st and 10 for the Horses here. This is Gus Puente in motion. This is going to be Hack with the keep. Big hole right side. He'll be down close to the 30.
And, Jimbo, isn't that just like a twin brother to notice those kind of things?
Absolutely.
That's the brotherly love. Great
Yes,
to hear
it
from
is.
him.
For sure. Another first down for the Horses there. Tell you what, this Warhorse offensive line is really creating some holes there. I never finished my thought earlier. Got through a couple of them. Let's see if we can get to the right side of the line there. I think it's Logan Camarillo that we're missing. And who is our right tackle out there right now, Schmitty?
Is that Jared Fernandez?
I believe you're right. Yep, this is going to be pitched back left side. Not much doing there. Was that Gus with the carry?
I think that.
No, that's
Aiden Zapata. Yeah,
Aiden
we got 60, which is Fauble. We got 68, which is Brummage. We got 50, which is Cannonball. 55 and 51.
55 would be Jared Fernandez. 51 would be Logan Camarillo. So, yeah, we got them all there.
Yep.
We
got this group of them anyway.
Absolutely. Clock runs with 7 minutes and 40 seconds here. Appreciate everybody that's watching at home on YouTube, wherever you may be. Fun night here at Warhorse Stadium. This is going to be Nate Ramirez with the Raider sweep going right. Going to cut back, try to bounce back outside. And Nate
He's still on his feet.
Still on his feet, but will be brought down. Loss of about 3 on that play.
You know, Jimbo, we've talked about a lot of stuff tonight. You know, something we haven't talked about tonight is how well Coach Mack's volleyball team is doing. They just secured the district championship.
Win over Brooks Academy tonight, huh?
They got a win over Brooks Academy tonight, but it was the win at home the other night that actually secured the district championship, wasn't it?
Big win against Young Women's Leadership Academy. Yeah, in Brooks Academy tonight for the Arabians. 6 straight years the Arabian volleyball team district champions now.
That's a very impressive record by Coach McIver, and just doing great things with the kids out there, and they just continue to get better, and you know, she's got a couple more district games to go, I know, but you know, we want to wish her luck as she heads off into the playoffs.
Absolutely. Hey, speaking of wishing kids luck, we've got the Arabian and Warhorse cross country team leaving Sunday to go to the regional cross country meet in Corpus Christi. They will run Monday at 10 and 10:30 in the morning. Coach Hannah Thompson, Coach Mark Mangold with those kiddos. Super excited about that. Think they've got a chance to maybe get some kids to the next level.
Got a chance to get a couple of kids out. We got 4th down and a long 9 yards for the Horses. Hack back in the shotgun. He's rolling. He's
looking to throw. He's going to throw back across the middle of the field, and that's going to be incomplete. It looks like it was intended for Aiden Zapata, so the ball will go over on downs here.
And, you know, a couple more things that are going on. You started on Wednesday. Boys start basketball on
this coming
Wednesday. And then as we said, you know, 10 days from when you started, you're going to have your first scrimmage. So that's what, like right in the beginning of November 2nd?
November 1st. We're going to scrimmage on a Monday. Not real wild about that. Would love to have the extra day of practice, but usually we run into volleyball playoffs and things like that. So, and hey, shout out to Mark Feltner, Team Tennis, Candy Darnell, Julie Oropeza. They were out there by district champions, lost in area in a match that could have gone either way.
That's
a lot
right.
of split sets in that. So a lot of success going on at Devine High School these days. So kudos to those kids.
We talked about the band who's advancing. FFA did well in district in their land judging. They went on to area, didn't do as well, didn't get to move on there, but they did make it to the next level. So once again, the kids moving everywhere. And then we got the FCCLA kids going on, and they're always doing something. They're at the middle school, the elementary. They're all over the place.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. I was talking to a couple of them. They were on a Skype call with a student from Guatemala.
How cool.
The other day. And then I think there was another one that was from Zimbabwe. So pass here out to the flats, incomplete on second down.
Gabe Esquivel right there to make sure had he caught the ball, there was no place for him to go.
Pass was intended for Jesus Cardenas. So it brings up third down. Yeah, so a lot of good stuff going on at DHS. busy times.
It is. We got, a busy week coming up next week. We got Red Ribbon. I can't get this one out.
No, Red Ribbon Week.
Red Ribbon Week coming up, and, dress-up days for the kiddos. So it's going to be great. And we got Red Ribbon Week, dress-up days, and Halloween at the end of that.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a wild week.
Yeah, I think we've got Red Day on Monday and Decade Day on Tuesday. Let's see here what happens on this play. Quarterback draw. That's well played by the Warhorse defense. Maybe a gain of 3 on the play. I don't remember what the rest of the days are. I just remember Red Day.
Oh, one of
Day.
them is like Disney Day.
Disney Day is Wednesday. Thursday is Hawaiian Day, and Friday is Extreme Spirit Day.
There we go.
You got it, folks. Useless knowledge here from the two of us.
You heard it first here.
So any of the parents, if you feel like dressing up to pick up your kid, want to be Hawaiian, come on out Thursday. Sounds good to us. 4th down, looks like Bandera will be going for it.
Almost have to right now, Jimbo.
Absolutely, 4 minutes.
That's a quick punt.
And that is a nice punt, high punt. It's going to travel well into Warhorse territory. Warhorse bounce, though, and be down at the 39-yard line.
Dang it, Jimbo. We did not get to the Coach Taylor interview.
We did not.
And he talked about that play right there, that they run that quick punt, with their quarterback. It was interesting. I was talking to Coach Taylor, and the special teams for Bandera were behind us, were actually behind me, so the camera doesn't show them. But I had been watching the young man punt, and I commented to Coach Taylor. I said, wow, they have a really good punter. And he looked at me, and he laughed, and he said, yeah, that's the backup punter. And he goes, and then the quarterback also punts it on a quick punt. So then we got talking about that, and he talked about that in the interview. But anyway, it's just interesting how coaches talk about things, and then you see it.
Absolutely. All right, Warhorses have it here. Looks like Sammy Guardiola's in at quarterback. This is Aiden Zapata, sweep left. Gain of about 4 on the play. Let's call it 5.
Looks like about 5, Jimbo. He's going to be out to the 44-yard line. It looks like he's got to make it to the 49, so nice run by Zapata right there. Nice to see Guardiola getting some reps at the quarterback. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
He's like we talked about, he's a sophomore, Hack's a senior, and anytime you can get these game reps, you can't get this kind of practice.
No, that's exactly right. We'll get to a couple more shout-outs here after this play. 2nd down and 5 for the Horses. Under 4 minutes to go. This is going to be handoff. Marcus Rodriguez out of the fullback position. He's going to be into Bandera territory. Brought down at the 41.
Another great run by Rodriguez. He's another one of those kids that does some good things out of that fullback position for the Warhorses.
Got a text in here, Tommy Craig. He said, great job. He's watching from a Denny's in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Go Horses. I wonder if he ran into Bugs Bunny saying, this isn't Albuquerque. Probably not if he's in Albuquerque. Bugs Bunny never made it to Albuquerque.
No, he never made it to Albuquerque.
And then Janet Marie Zabora back in saying, go Warhorses. Gabby Estrada, class of 08, and her brother Sergio Estrada in 14. I think Serge was DJ Serge back in the day. Maybe still DJing. We'll have to find out. Hopefully that's the right Sergio Estrada.
Oh, nice keeper by Guardiola as he gets it out across inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line, I think? Or they're going to spot it right on the 30, looks like.
That is going to be enough, though, for the first down. Clock stops temporarily while they move the chains here.
Now, Whitehat is trying to get that clock to run with the Warhorses doubling the score. That's kind of when they try to keep things running,
And remember, Smitty, what we talked about in the pregame. You're looking at a situation where if there's ties, it could come down to positive points, and the Warhorses have hit that magic number of plus 17.
That's right. They've gone over that number, and the defense has done a great job. They're down on the 1-yard line. Next day you get a sack, then you get a pick in the end zone, and you secure that number to keep your hopes alive.
Absolutely here. So Guardiola's going to pitch back. Zapata coming left. Still on his feet and driving forward close to the 25-yard line.
Boy, that was a heck of a run by Zapata. There was nothing doing coming left side. He goes back into the hole and gets 5 yards on that play where it looked like he wasn't going to have anything. And that run in the middle of the field, of course, keeps that clock going, lets the Warhorses use all 40 seconds. And
Absolutely here. Well, we talked about how big of a game this was coming in to this one. What a response in the second half by the Warhorses.
Well, in the first half led up to the billing.
Absolutely.
I mean, 22-22 at halftime, and then the Warhorses has just found a complete another gear.
Marcus Rodriguez, fullback dive left side, close to the 20-yard line.
Both offensively and defensively, the Warhorses have just been able to maintain that pressure and that energy, and went out and got them another 22 points.
Absolutely.
And I guess shut out.
Second half shutout right now.
Second half shutout. Great job by Coach Villa. Whatever the adjustments they made there at halftime and
Absolutely.
getting things.
Hey, I got to give a shout out to Joe's little brother Lewis, Tampa Bay, Florida. Lewis is in watching tonight. Appreciate that. And there's Sammy with the keeper there for the first down.
That's going to be a first down.
So, sorry about your Tampa Bay Rays there, Lewis, in the playoffs. I haven't looked. I'm afraid to look at the Astros score.
Last time I looked, it was 1-0 in the fifth. I thought maybe Eric would send me a text, but he didn't. So I didn't know if that meant good or bad news. I'm looking right now. It's 2-0, bottom of the seventh.
So who's winning that one?
That would be the Stros.
The Stros up 2-0. Well, I did have a text in earlier from Mark Navarro. He said, probably going to ruffle some feathers. Go Warhorses, that won't, but then go Red Sox. Well, we'll let it slide there, Mark. You're entitled to your opinion. So Warhorses in victory formation. Sammy's going to take a knee. Schmitty, that's going to do it as we are under 40 seconds there. Warhorses are going to go to 2-1 in district and 6-2 on the year. A big home win here tonight for the Horses.
It absolutely was, Jimbo. And we just talked about it right here. You just can't say enough about how those Warhorses responded and came back and played the second half. And not that they did anything. I mean, it was a dogfight in the first half, but they just had their way, their will on Bandera in the second half, especially defensively, where we just got the shutout.
Yeah, huge first possession. Warhorses on defense, basically 3 and out. And it was not just a 3 and out, it was a 3 and out with a loss of 10. Kind of set the tone for the second half. Warhorses finished it off. Here's Lorenzo out, of course, in the handshake line, which we knew he'd be there.
Oh, yeah, he's high-fiving everybody over there. You got to love it. We appreciate the heck out of him being out there and getting y'all these fantastic shots.
I tell you what, these guys are the best in the business, folks. We appreciate them every night. Next game for us will be in Pearsall next Friday. I believe we have the last volleyball game coming at you on Tuesday, last district volleyball game, and then, of course, we'll get some playoff games going, and we'll see what happens in that. So a lot of stuff going on. It's going to be a busy time, but we don't want it any other way.
And it's really busy because not only are you doing all this stuff, but you will be having practice every day until whatever hour.
Absolutely. This is my absolute most favorite time of the year for sure.
And apparently I will too.
And apparently you'll be doing the same with the boys, even though that has hurt some of our former Arabian players. But, hey, it is what it is.
And I'm sorry. I talked to all the girls that were on this team that I coached a little bit, and you got to do what you got to do. You got to help out where you can help out, and that's where I was needed.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to step in, and I know y'all are all really happy anyway.
They are. They're just giving us some grief, which we would totally expect from that group.
And I absolutely deserve it, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. A good one here from Warhorse Stadium. The Warhorses win this one 44-22 for Coach Gary Schmidt. I'm Jim Sessions. We appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. Thanks to Matt Balderrama and Lorenzo Morales for our camera work. We'll see you guys on the next one. Later.